Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
For more than 40 years, Porter's Mountain View Supply has been serving central Wyoming with top brand name spas, stoves, fireplaces, and outdoor grills. With 2 locations in Riverton and Casper Plus financing available for your purchase, Porter's offers expert advice, quality products, and service along with maintenance. Porter's, your local spa, stove, and fireplace provider in Riverton at the corner of Sunset and North Federal.
Hi, this is Tyler Watson, your local State Farm agent. I'm a proud sponsor of Wolverine Athletics and all of our student athletes here in Fremont County. Youth sports are a great way to build future skills that help our kids succeed in life. Teamwork, leadership, time management, and how to perform under pressure can all be learned on the field and in the gym. Good luck to each and every one of the student athletes. Go Big Red!
Tyler Watson State Farm, 618 East Washington Avenue in Riverton. Call 856-4118 or visit insuringriverton.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Good afternoon from Carbon County at Rawlins High School. I'm Cody Beers, joined by Baylor Beers, and tonight a big one here in the regular season finale is the Riverton Wolverines come into Carbon County and look to spoil senior night for the Rawlins Outlaws. It's a game with huge playoff implications for the Wolverines. They're going to need some help to win a conference championship. Baylor, let's run through those playoff scenarios. Riverton first has to win tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. The most important thing, obviously, Riverton wins tonight. They're in the playoffs, but if they lose, they're relegated to the number 3 seed, and most likely, well, not most likely, they will be traveling to play Cody in that instance. If they win tonight and Douglas wins, then we are the number 2 seed, and we will host the winner of Evanston and Powell, which is happening. I believe it's kicking off at 6 p.m. tonight as well. And then if we win and Torrington beats Douglas by 1 or 2 points, we are still the number 2 seed. And then if we win and Torrington beats Douglas by 3 or more points, then we are the 3A East champions based on the tiebreakers at play.
That Torrington-Douglas game tonight at Bearcat Stadium in Converse County. And it's a big one because Douglas could win outright the conference championship. If it goes to the tie 1-2-3, then Riverton has a shot. Like Baylor said, if Torrington beats Douglas tonight by 3 points or more and Riverton wins here, Riverton would win its second straight tiebreaker championship in Class 3A. This is 3A football from Rawlins, Wyoming. We'll be back. This is the pregame show brought to you by Hampton Inn and Suites. We'll take a look at games from around Wyoming when we come back on KTAK.
You don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
Welcome back to the pregame show. Tonight it's Rawlins and Riverton on 93.9 KTAK. Here's Baylor Bears with games from around Wyoming.
So we had a couple kickoffs yesterday in Class 1A 9-man. Grable defeated Wyoming Indians 62-12, and Wind River beat Rocky Mountain 6-0, and the Cougars clinched a playoff berth with the win. They will be the West Conference number 4 seed in Class 1A 9-man. Today's action in Class 4A, Sheridan will be at Laramie. Cheyenne East is at Campbell County. Cheyenne Central is at Nechona County. Cheyenne South is at Thunder Basin, and Rock Springs is at Kelly Walsh. All 5 of those games kicking off at 6 p.m. In Class 3A, Cody is taking on Jackson. That game in the first quarter, Cody up on Jackson 8-0. And then kicking off the rest of these games, kick off at 6 p.m. We have Green River at Star Valley. Obviously our game here tonight. Torrington is at Douglas. Obviously, major implications with Riverton in that game. Powell is at Evanston, and Buffalo is at Lander tonight. And I believe in the Buffalo-Lander game, if Lander wins, they secure a playoff berth as well.
Yeah, winner of that game moves on to the number 4 seed and would travel to play Star Valley next week.
In Class 2A, we had Mountain View beating Lineman today 20-6. In the second quarter, Cameron and Worland are tied at 0. And then kicking off at 6 p.m., Bighorn is at Upton Sundance. Cokeville is at Lovell. Glenrock is at Tongue River. Moorcroft is at Burns. And Thermopolis is at Pinedale. And then at 7 p.m. tonight, Newcastle is taking on Wheatland. In Class 1A 9-man today, Saratoga is at Lingle Fort Laramie. Southeast is at Pine Bluffs. And Lusk is at Wright. All 3 of those games kicking off at 6 p.m. And then in Class 1A 6-man, Burlington beat Midwest today 81-15, and Matitsi is at Riverside tonight at 7 p.m. Then tomorrow in Class 1A 9-man, Shoshone will take on Big Piney at home at 1 p.m. And then in Class 1A 6-man, Little Snake River's at Encampment, Casper Christian is at DuBois, and Casey is at Tensleep.
That Wind River game last night, the Cougars clinched a spot in the 1A 9-man playoffs. And Shoshone's already in the 1A 9-man playoffs. DuBois game tomorrow will be broadcast on 93.9 FM with Kevin Shields from the Upper Country. So those are your scenarios. Riverton, you got to take care of business tonight. You got to win on the field and then worry about everything else. Sometime between 9:30 and 10 tonight, we might even have it during our post-game show as to what these scenarios bill out as. But bottom line, if you win tonight, you host a playoff game next week, and then you just let the tiebreakers take place and see what happens. So
yeah, definitely. If you're Riverton here, you got to take care of business. This Rawlins team has kind of had a down year, but nothing to look over if you're Riverton here. This game is just as important as games have been in the past.
This is the pregame show brought to you by Hampton Inn and Suites. I'm Cody Beers. He's Baylor Beers. Hey, we'll be back with more on the pregame show. This is Wolverine football on KTAK.
Offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Welcome back to Rawlins High School here on a Friday night. The pregame show brought to you by Hampton Inn and Suites. And these two teams come in kind of taking two different paths on the season. Riverton is 6-2 overall, 3-1 in conference play. Rawlins comes in 2-6 overall and 0-4 in conference play. The offensively for Riverton, they come in as the number 7 team in Class 3A in rushing, 177 yards a game, 4.9 yards per carry. Riverton with 1,415 rushing yards and 15 rushing touchdowns on the season. Rawlins, they're number 2 in the state in team rushing. They average 211 yards per game, 1,686 yards rushing, and 16 rushing touchdowns. Passing-wise, Riverton comes in number 6 in the state in passing at 130 yards per game. Blake Gantenbein has thrown for 1,039 yards. He's averaged 12 completions per game on 20 attempts. That's 59%. He's thrown 8 touchdowns and been intercepted 7 times. Rawlins does not appear on the state passing stats. Team offense, Rawlins comes in number 10 at 244 yards a game. So they're averaging about 28 yards a game passing. Riverton comes in number 3 in the state in total offense at 307 yards per game. Riverton has had a good defensive year, or a good offensive year, after they have assimilated into Coach Mark Lenhart's offense, which he models around the talents of his guys. And you've seen Hunter Saltzgaver have a breaking out party this year. Blake Gantenbein is another junior with a big season, Baylor. It's been fun to watch the evolution of this Riverton offense.
It's pretty cool. Coach Lenhart is such a smart football mind. He changes the game plan from game to game based on not only the opponent, but what his guys did that week in practice. And, you know, it's been a really exciting year to watch. Riverton's really been able to control the ball and really just not even give their opponents a chance when it comes to offense. So, a very fun offense to watch.
Defensively for these two teams, Rawlins comes in number 10 against the rush. They're giving up 168 yards per game. That's an average of 6.2 yards per carry. They've given up 21 rushing touchdowns this year. Riverton, number 7 in the state, giving up 155 yards a game, 13 touchdowns, and an average of 4.9 yards per carry given up by the Wolverine defense. Pass defense-wise, Riverton, number 2 in the state, giving up 112 yards per game. They have held their opponents to 52% on passing and only given up 4 touchdowns on the year. Riverton defenders have intercepted 6 passes. Team defense, Rawlins number 10. They're giving up 322 yards per game. On average, they've given up 34 touchdowns on the year and 7.8 yards per play. Riverton number 4 in the state on defense, 267 yards. They've given up 5.2 yards per attempt and 17 touchdowns on the season. The Riverton defense, and we haven't seen this much in past years, but the defense has been able to win games this year.
We've had several games within 1 score late into the game, and the defense has been the reason that Riverton's been able to come back and win, or not even come back and win, but hold out opponents and win the game. And, not only the defense, but the kick blocking this year for Riverton has been probably the most exciting part. We had that really fun ending to the Buffalo game where we had a blocked field goal, which put us in field goal range of our own and able to run out the clock and win that game. So it's the defensive side of the ball has been probably the most powerful I've seen Riverton bring to the field in a long time.
Riverton wins the flip. They choose to go on defense. They defer their choice to the second half. We'll go over a few individual stats. Number 2 rusher in the state is Vaughn Grant, a senior for Rawlins, averaging 102.6 yards per game. He's got 169 attempts for 821 yards and 10 touchdowns. He averages 4.9 yards per carry. The number 3 rusher in the state is Riverton Jr., Hunter Saltzgaber, averaging 101.4 points, or 101.4 yards per game. He's had 143 attempts and 7 rushing touchdowns to go along with his 811 yards. So that'll be a nice competition tonight. Braden Torstento for Rawlins is averaging 68 yards per game. He's got 90 rushes for 542 yards. And Blake Gattenbein is number 10 in Class 3A, 52.6 yards per game, 4.3 yards per attempt, and 7 rushing touchdowns, 99 attempts for 421 yards. Passing-wise, Blake Gattenbein, 127.8 yards per game. He's completed 93 of 159 passes. That's 59% for 1,022 yards, 8 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. He's this 6th-ranked quarterback in Wyoming. Rawlins does not have a passer there. Riverton's leading receiver is number 9 in the state. That's Jackson Larson, the senior. He's got 24 catches, 348 yards, and 5 touchdowns. That's an average of 14.5 yards per completion. Defensively, for Riverton, the number 4 defender in the state, we can't get out of here without mentioning Tyree Harris Aragon, who comes into this game the number 4 tackler in Wyoming, as I said. And we're trying to get to the right page here on the stat sheet, but Tyree Harris Aragon has had a great season, 113 defensive points. He's averaging 14.1 points a game, 74 tackles. That's 9.2 tackles per game. He's got 50 solo tackles. He's got 24 assisted tackles, 9 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, and he's blocked 1 kick. He's had an outstanding year, Baylor.
He's been a force to reckon with in the middle of the field, playing middle linebacker, and honestly, he's a player that has probably been the most impressive from year to year, comparing last year to this year. Just such an improvement for Tyree Harris Aragon, and just a great season for him so far.
This is the pregame show brought to you by Hampton Inn and Suites. And when we come back, we'll hear from Riverton coach Mark Lenhart. This is the pregame show on the pregame show on KTAK. We'll be back with Coach Mark Lenhart.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
The staff and board of the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft, or showed livestock, thanks for all your efforts. Stay tuned for a bigger and better Fremont County Fair next year.
Good news, DUI crashes and deaths are falling in Fremont County.
We're doing better, but even 1 death on our roads from impaired driving, we take personally.
We started the Fremont County DUI Task Force 2 years ago because we're losing too many friends, family members, and community members to impaired driving.
So we've joined forces to work together to find and stop impaired drivers in Fremont County, wherever they are.
And we're making an impact, but we need your help.
If your summer activities involve alcohol, plan ahead and make good choices.
Drink responsibly, designate a sober driver, or call Safe Ride.
And don't let your friends drive impaired either, even if you have to take their keys and find them a safe ride home.
Let's all look out for each other and keep everybody safe. Remember,
don't risk it. Drive sober.
Welcome back, Carbon County. We're at Rawlins Outlaw Stadium, and this is the pregame show. I caught up with Mark Lenhart earlier today. Mark was pulled into a meeting, and I stood outside of his office for 10 minutes. And the things I saw is he needs to put up his name on the side of the wall. He is the assistant AD for Riverton School District 25, and I did catch up with him. Hey, here's Coach Mark Lenhart. We talk a little bit about the season, but we also talk a little bit about the playoffs. Here we go. Cody Beers here with Riverton coach Mark Linhart. And Coach, already the regular season finale. Got to be looking a little bit ahead to the playoffs, but got to take care of business today because you could finish anywhere from first to third in the East.
Yeah, no, I think always a goal is to try and host a home playoff game. I mean, I think most coaches, when they go into the season, they'd love to try and get to the semifinals because then anything can happen. And so I think as we go into this game, right, it's hard not to look forward to the playoffs, but really that's not what our program's about. We're trying to, as you've probably heard me say a couple times, be a process-oriented program where we try and do our best that we can each and every day, and that includes practice, walkthroughs, weight room, classroom, whatever it may be. And then hopefully we stack enough good days up to put together a good performance on Friday night, and then you start it all over again the next week. And so this week was no different. We didn't look ahead in terms of film or who we might play. All our focus is on the Outlaws, and that's where it should be because they've done enough good things this year on tape that you have to respect them. And we're expecting it to be a tough game with it being their senior night. They're eliminated from playoff contention. So for a lot of their kids, this will be the last football game they play, and they're going to give us everything they got.
It's never fun to go down to Rawlins because usually the wind's blowing. Usually it's cold. Not going to be as cold tonight, but there'll probably be a 20 to 40 mile an hour wind blowing by game time.
Yeah, you never know what's going to happen in terms of that, but we prepare for it, and we'll see how it ends up going. But I think our guys will be ready to roll tonight, and whatever the elements present itself, hopefully we can find a way to deal with it and continue to put on a good performance.
Had some real good talks with your senior captains and Blake over the last couple weeks. Seems like your kids are on the same page. They're all excited to play. They like the direction of this program. That's got to bode well going into year 2 for you guys in the playoffs. And I'm just going to call the tiebreaker from now on the Lenhart tiebreaker.
Yeah, I don't know how much I like this whole tiebreaker rule. I get it. I understand why it exists, but I'm going to propose that we possibly use common opponents in the non-conference play. To try and break the tie if we can. I think anytime you can try and break anything head-to-head, you should, as opposed to points. I think my biggest issue with the points is encouraging bad football. And what I mean by that is, say you're up 6 and you're on the 5-yard line and you could take a knee and just win the game. You punch it in to try and score to get your maximum points in the tiebreaker. 1, that's not good to do to opponent. And 2, for yourself, you could fumble the ball and they could pick it up and run it back when you could have won the game. And so I'm not totally convinced that I like this. I think that there's some pitfalls to it. And, I'll just say it out loud and on the air. I'd like to see it changed.
You guys, big win last week. Then you climb on a bus. You come home 4 hours. What was the general feeling on the bus? I mean, the kids have to be proud of what's happened this year, but is this group calm, cool, and collected, or do they get excited?
Well, I think you need to celebrate all victories. I mean, it's hard. You put in a lot, everybody from the staff to the players to the training staff, the administration, right? Like everybody puts in a lot of time to make games go and to try and find a way to win them. And so, yeah, you need to celebrate. But we kind of have a rule around here, the 24-hour rule. Like whether we win or we lose, we don't focus on it much past that 24 hours. And when the coaching staff comes in on Sundays, we'll talk about the past game, but we don't spend a lot of time on it. We'll talk, injuries, what we did well, what we didn't do well, but then we pretty much move on to our opponent. And when we come in on Monday with the kids, it's our focus most of the time, unless we're going to watch a little film from the previous game, is almost always on our next opponent. And, that's the way you got to live life. And hopefully that's a good life lesson for everyone involved in our program.
These guys have learned a few life lessons this year. I know looking back, you talked about a young team that really hadn't shown its talent too much yet out there. You developed it through the year. You've had seniors that you can tell have been in the weight room step it up. And now you're at a point where you can tell have been in the weight room step it up. And now you're at a point where finish off the regular season, and then you enter kind of that third season. What do you think the mentality of your team is through the season? I mean, were they feeling it at the start and through the process and now at the end?
Well, I think anytime you start so many young guys, right? And I think I would say we're probably the youngest team in the 3A East. I didn't and we may be the youngest team just in 3A in general this year. When you look at the amount of seniors, what did we have? 3 seniors on defense playing last week. I think you don't know what you don't know, and I think our young guys were unsure at the beginning of the season. I think that they thought they could possibly be good, but until you go out and actually do it and start stacking up some wins, you're still a little unsure of yourself. And early in the season, I felt like, we were winning more with our defense and our special teams. It wasn't that our offense was bad. We just struggled in the red zone. And I think really the only difference between early season and right now is that we're finding a way to score points once we get down in the red area and we're finishing drives. But, I think you hope every team you have, whether you have seniors or you're starting a bunch of young kids, that you get in better throughout the year, because you're going to need to, because your opponents do. And regardless of who we play next week in the playoffs, I know we're a different team. And then I know also that the people we're playing are a different team. And so you just like to see where you go. And I think sometimes we read into this too much. But when you get into that third season, as you say, it comes down to a 1-game season. And then hopefully you play 3 1-game seasons that put you in the championship. And really that's the way you got to look at it.
How are you guys doing health-wise as the regular season winds down here?
Good. I mean, I think that's one area where we've gotten a little fortunate. You always need a little bit of luck there. And I think that, Ross, Anderson, and Paige, they have done a great job. Paige is our trainer, Ross is our strength coach, of really keeping our guys upright. And there's a lot of work that goes in weights every single day, first period, from 8 to 8:50 with our players, because I would say 90 to 95% of the class is football guys. And they've done a great job, and our kids have taken care of their bodies, and hopefully with good fortune and we continue to do the right things there, that we can continue to stay healthy and we don't have any major injuries throughout the year. But we'll be full go, everyone on board tonight, all hands on deck, and no real injuries. We're ready to play.
Seeing the kids this year, they'll get an owie or a stinger or, maybe turn an ankle a little bit. They're back up and walking toward the huddle. They're not staying on the ground.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think that's something that we preach to, and that shows that they want to be out there, right? Like, no one's forcing them to. In life, people can find a million reasons not to do something. We're trying to encourage these guys to find ways to want to do something. And so I think it's a real accountability to their teammates, right? Like, take care of what we need to in the classroom. Keep yourself healthy, eat right, put everything you have into it to do your part. And hopefully we're instilling that culture here, and we can continue to do that.
One of the guys that kind of exemplifies what you just talked about, Tyree Harris-Aragon. The kid is just it's kind of a beast out there in his senior year, and you didn't see that when he was a sophomore. You started to see it a little bit last year, but he really takes a leadership role for you on defense, and then he even gets to play some offense in the fullback role.
Yeah, no, we've played some 6-0 lineman packages, and Paxton Yates and Dane Cox have done a nice job in that H-back, fullback spot, Hunter Riemann. But all those kids are anywhere from, 170 to 180 pounds, dripping wet. And so we like Tyree because it's nice to be able to put a 215, 220-pound guy in that spot. So, when we were having a little bit of trouble, maybe executing a few of those blocks in that position at times, just not due to effort, just due to pure size, we've put an extra lineman in and used him in that role. And so it's been good. And we'll have a little bit more of that still in tonight, and see if we can maybe possibly expand on it as we move into the playoffs.
All right, Coach. Hey, good luck. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thanks, Cody. Appreciate it.
One, because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Coached by head coach Mark Lenhart.
Welcome back to the pregame show, brought to you by Hampton Inn and Suites. Cody Bears, Baylor Bears here on a Friday night as we get ready for our starting lineups, brought to you by Sutherland's. Here's Baylor.
Yeah, Riverton won the toss and deferred, so they will be starting on defense. Hopefully tonight. Last week we got juked, but one defensive end, a junior, 6'4", 235 pounds, Caden Liebrecht. One defensive tackle, he's a senior, 5'10", 230 pounds, Aaron Gonzalez. The other defensive tackle, 6'4", 225, he's a senior, Ryan Cox. And at the other defensive end, a sophomore, 6'2", 175, Dane Cox. At strong safety, a 6'1", 185-pound junior, Blake Gattenbein. At one middle linebacker, he's a senior, 6'1", 220 pounds, Tyree Harris Aragon. At the other middle linebacker, he's a 5'10", 185-pound junior, Aiden Sanchez. And then the weak side safety, he's a senior, 6 foot, 160 pounds, Jackson Larson. At one corner, he's a junior, 5'11", 155 pounds, that's Clay Sheets. And then at the other corner, he's a junior, 5'9", 155 pounds, Hunter Saltzgaber.
All right, our Ranger keys to the game tonight. You've got to slow down defensively. The big runner, Vaughn Grant, he's the number 2 rusher in the state, Baylor. So offensively, what are your keys?
Offensively, I think you just got to control the clock. If you're Riverton, do what you're known for. Coach is kind of saying we probably will see a lot of what we saw last week against Torrington. And so if you're Riverton, got to control the line of scrimmage, control the clock, and you control this game.
All right, Damian Villapondo and Manny Villapondo are back deep for the Rawlins Outlaws, and here's Hunter Saltzgaber. He'll kick it deep. It's going to go in and out of the end zone, and boy, we just love that. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 20 for the Rawlins Outlaws. And as Baylor talked about and I talked about in the pregame, Vaughn Grant will come out, the running back for this Rawlins team. Rawlins, pretty good running ball club in this season. Rawlins comes in at 2-6 overall. And Vaughn Grant, 821 yards rushing on 169 carries and 10 touchdowns. He averages 5 yards per carry. So the big man comes out, and we're about ready to get underway as Riverton lines up. Looks like a 5-man front to start things off. Quarterback hands to Grant. He'll meet Tyree Harris Aragon, and Aragon will back him up. It'll be a short gain on 1st down, and the tackle by Harris Aragon.
I think it's a smart strategy move by Coach Lenhart. You know, Rawlins only averaging like 40 yards through the air in games, so they're not attempting a ton of passes, so playing the run is probably a good idea.
Quarterback tonight, Jaden Martinez. I believe Martinez is the quarterback. He's coming out wearing a different color or a different number 13. We'll have to check on that here as he's under center. He'll hand off to Grant, straight up the middle. Another tackle for Harris Aragon, and it'll be 3rd down and about 7 for the Rawlins Outlaws. Rawlins comes out wearing the red home uniforms, white numbers. They've got black helmets with the Outlaw insignia on each side. And they're facing officially about a 3rd and 5. So Martinez under center. And in motion is a Rawlins Outlaw. They'll pitch left side. And getting outside, it's going to be a Rawlins 1st down and a big gainer. It's going to go for a 15-yard run that time. And the runner, Braden Torstenbo. So Torsten Dombo with a 17-yard gain and a Rawlins 1st down out at the Outlaws 40-yard line. They just got out quick that time, did Riverton. They were looking for Grant on the inside. And the more speedy running back got around the end. Here's the handoff straight up the middle to Grant. Harris Aragon with the tackle, and then a gang of Wolverines gets on Grant. They don't get him down, but he'll gain 4 yards on first down. It'll be 2nd and 6 for Rawlins. Baylor, when you got a guy that big, how do you get him down?
Got to hit him low, and you got to hit him with as many people as you can and as often as you can. Big guys, they've got strong legs, so you got to wear down those legs, got to hit them low.
10:03 to play in the first. And it'll be 2nd and 6 for Rawlins at their own 44. Grant and Torstenbow behind him. Grant off again, straight up the middle. He'll get stood up by Harris Aragon. And then a bunch of Wolverines comes to his aid. It'll be a gain of 2, and it'll be 3rd and 4 for Rawlins. Harris Aragon slipped on this turf, went down, but still made the tackle on his knees.
Yeah, I played on this field a few times, and the grass leaves a lot to be desired here. So
talked about some holes, maybe some ground squirrels nesting out here on the field. Under center, in motion, is number 2. Pitch outside the other way to number 35. He's going to get a first down. And Peyton Larson comes up, makes the tackle on Torstenbow. So Torstenbow, gain of 6, and it'll be another Rawlins first down at the Riverton 48. Nothing fancy here out of the Outlaws.
Rawlins has yet to run a pass. 6 runs on this drive.
They don't appear on the State 3A passing stats. Damian Villapondo in motion. They'll hand off right up the middle to Grant. He's going to be hit right away. That time Daniel Clausen with the big hit for the Wolverines. Clausen stood him up, and then he was joined by a host of Wolverine tacklers. That's a loss of 1. Back to the 49.
It could be just what the doctor ordered for this drive. Rawlins was averaging almost 6 yards a carry before that carry there.
8:10 to play first quarter. Rawlins, this drive started on the 20. They're 31 yards into it. 2nd 11 at the 49 of Riverton. Used to see the run and shoot out of Rawlins in these games, but this is a completely different offense. Here's the handoff to Grant. He'll try to get the edge, and he'll be hit low on the play. Tackled by Hunter Riemann. And a loss of 1. It'll be 3rd and 12 for Rawlins. Blake Gantenbein going to replace Aaron Gonzalez for the Wolverine defense. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Big thing here, if you're Riverton, got to watch the draw play. We've been burned on those a few times this season.
Quarterback out in the shotgun. Grant off his right shoulder. 4 receivers set for the Outlaws. They've passed for not very many yards per game, about 28 per game. Quarterback takes off running. And coming up, Hunter Riemann delivers the shot along with Ryan Cox. It's going to be a loss of 2 more, and the Riverton defense going to force a Rawlins punt. 6:53 to play here in the first quarter. So Rawlins moves the ball over midfield, and then they go backwards. It's 4th and 14 as Jackson Larson will come on. He'll receive the punt from Gavin Green, a sophomore for Rawlins. It's a bad snap, and now a timeout taken by head coach David Hastings of Rawlins. We'll go with it. This is Riverton football from Carbon County, the final regular season game of the 2024 season. We'll be back on KTAK.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit landergambles.com.
Welcome back. Here's the punt. It's going to be a short one. Jackson Larson comes on, catches it. He's over the 25, out over the 30, and he'll be wrestled down at the 33 by Rawlins. Tackle on the play is going to be number 65, Austin White. So it'll be Riverton's ball, 1st and 10 on their own 33-yard line after that punt. 6:23 to play, first quarter. Riverton football. And we were able to verify that the quarterback is freshman Karsten Bartlett. So we'll get that right. Here's Gantenbein under center. He'll hand off left side to Gantenbein. He'll be out near the 39-yard line. That'll be a gain of 6 on the play for Hunter Saltzgaver. And we'll see what kind of offense Riverton brings tonight. 2nd and 4. Saltzgaver comes into this game with 143 carries for 811 yards on the season, 7 rushing touchdowns, an average of 5.7 yards per carry.
Wouldn't mind him having a career day and jumping up over 1,000.
Saltzgaver back in the eye. Dane Cox at fullback. Here's the handoff right side and up over the 40-yard line. Saltzgaver's going to be wrestled down by a host of Rawlins defenders. It'll be 3rd and 2 at the 41 of Riverton. No score. 5:20 to play in the first. Gantenbein comes in, calls the play. Wolverines with nothing flashy so far in this game, but they've got 3 receivers left. On 3rd down, Gantenbein all by himself in the backfield. In motion is Paxton Yates. Gantenbein's going to take off left side up the middle, breaks a tackle. He'll have a 1st down. He's over the 45, and he'll be wrestled down at the Riverton 46. It'll be a gain of right at 4 on the play and a Riverton 1st down at their own 45. So Riverton gains its official 1st down of the game. And we've got a flag on the field, and they're going to say holding on Riverton. I did not see that hanky. That's going to be a big penalty. It's going to move Riverton back to the 35, where it'll be 4th down and 13. Didn't see who they called it on. Did you, Baylor?
I did not, no. It should be, it's 3rd down and 12, or 13.
So Riverton's
third down and 13 for the Wolverines.
First penalty of the game, and we're going to get side judge coming in. Not sure if they spotted it correctly. They were off by a yard. So 3rd and 12 for Riverton at their own 31. Saltzgaver in motion. Nobody picks him up. Pass right side to Saltzgaver is going to be overthrown near the 50-yard line. Riverton going to have to punt it away on 4th down. 4:35 to play, first quarter. And so it'll be first time we've seen a Riverton punt. Maybe last week we saw one by Gantenbein. He'll come out to punt it away.
Yeah, that was just a case of being too excited, not letting the play develop.
Back deep, Manny Viapondo. Saltzgaver was wide open. Nobody was covering him. Gantenbein lets it go. And it's going to hit on about the 39 and take a Riverton bounce inside the 35. It'll be downed at the 33-yard line. It'll be Rawlins football. We'll keep it here. 4:21 to play. No score from Carbon County.
That punt was a 36-yarder. Decent boot by Gattenbein.
Yeah, Blake, Riverton has used 3 punters this year. Gattenbein the latest. And that was a good high punt with no return. 1st and 10 for Rawlins on their own 33. Bartlett under center. He'll hand off around the end. Torstenbow gets a short run, and the tackle by Daniel Clausen. So it looks like no gain on 1st down. 2nd and 10 for the Rawlins Outlaws. Riverton out in their white road uniforms. Cardinal red numbers, trimmed in black. They've got black helmets, all white tonight for the visiting Riverton Wolverines. Here's Bartlett under center. He'll hand off straight up the middle to Grant. Hard hit there by Tyree Harris-Aragon. Middle linebacker already got a half a dozen tackles in this game. Gain of 1 for Grant. It'll be 3rd and 9.
I would expect a big night for Tyree. It's going to be the Vaughn Grant versus Tyree Harris-Aragon tonight story.
MMA match here, meeting at the line of scrimmage. Who can hit each other harder? 3rd down, 3:07 to play 1st quarter. Rawlins football, Bartlett under center. Viapondo in the green gloves, in motion. It'll be a pitch out right side and no gain on the play. Great job on defense by Ethan Arnold. He cuts Torstenbow up short, and it'll be loss of about a foot on the play. So 4th and 9 for Rawlins. Jackson Larson going to come on to receive the punt. Fast-moving 1st quarter, as coming in to punt is Gavin Green, the sophomore. Wearing the yellow shoes. Green will get the punt off. It'll go straight up in the air, and it'll go out of bounds right at midfield. It's going to be short of midfield. They're going to say at the 46. There was nobody measuring it. Ball went out at the 50, and they're saying it's clear down at the 47. No. Really? Okay.
Punt will go out of bounds at the Wolverine 47-yard line.
Ball actually was out at about the 49 of Rawlins.
Probably even shorter than that, I think.
Oh, my. Okay, 1st and 10 for Riverton on their own 47. Saltzgaver in motion, handoff inside Larson. He's wide open. He's over the 40, the 30, 25, 20, and he'll run out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. And we're going to get another flag thrown. I'm guessing on Riverton. They're going to say holding on the Wolverines on that trap play. So Riverton already called for 2 holds in this 1st quarter. Flags at the 49. It's going to go all the way back to the 39 on the play. Flag thrown by the white hat.
I think some of those penalties, just because the runner's running so fast by the lineman that the defensive guy tries to backpedal, and then that's what forces the hold.
So it'll be 1st and about 16 for the Wolverines on that holding spot foul at the Riverton 41, 1st and 16. Paxton Yates in motion. Gantenbein fakes the handoff, or fakes the pass, gives it to Hunter Saltzgaver. He's over the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5. He's all the way for a Riverton touchdown. It's a Riverton touchdown. That's going to be a 59-yard run for Hunter Saltzgaver with 1:59 to play in the 1st quarter. And Riverton on the board. 59-yard touchdown run by Hunter Saltzgaver. Saltzgaver will take a deep breath and prepare to kick the PAT. Just a big hole, and he went inside out. Kick is on the way. It's up. It's good. It's Riverton 7, Rawlins 0. We'll take a break. We'll be back. This is Wolverine football on KTAK.
Perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Clogged drains? Top Priority Drain Cleaning's got you. Fair prices, top service, and a lowest price guarantee. Show any past price, and they'll beat it by 5%. Call Top Priority now at 307-709-CLOG. They would like to wish all the Fremont County teams good luck this year.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry. And this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
Welcome back. Riverton with a 7-0 lead here in the first quarter. I just want to go on and say I'm sorry. I've been calling Caden Arnold Ethan all season. It's Caden Arnold that made the great hit. Here's a kick by Saltzgaver out of the back of the end zone. It'll be Riverton football. So I apologize to Barb Chadwick, Cassandra Chadwick. So we've got it. Thanks, Cassandra. She says, my son, number 7 on the Wolverines, is Caden Arnold, not Ethan. I apologize for that. And we'll try to do better. I believe I've been calling him Ethan Arnold the entire season.
Yeah.
And that's my bad. My bad.
I just kind of followed you like a blind horse.
Well, I'd expect my son to follow me off a cliff. So 1st and 10 for Rawlins as Bartlett brings his team to the line of scrimmage. And the handoff going to go straight up the middle to Grant. He'll be gang tackled on the play. Caden Liebrecht, one of the Wolverines, also in on that tackle from the backside, is Caden Arnold. So hopefully we'll get a chance to commit Caden Arnold's name to memory. I apologize to his mother.
Well, the Riverton defense really has figured things out. The first 6 runs of the game went for 32 yards. Since then, they've only given up -1 yard on the ground.
That run by Grant, again, nothing fancy. Pretty much straight a fullback dive over the middle. There's Bartlett under center. Vea Pondo in motion. You were in the green gloves. Here's a pitch outside to Rawlins. He'll get the edge. He's over the 30. Up near the 34 by Braden Torstenbo. And Torstenbo with his second time getting the edge on the Riverton defense. And it'll be a Rawlins first down. 1st and 10 at the Outlaws 36. Riverton with a 7-0 lead here following the 59-yard run by Hunter Saltzgaver. 1st and 10 for Rawlins. Bartlett under center. Grant in the backfield along with Torstenbo. Here's Grant over the right tackle. And he'll gain 3 or 4 as coming up making the initial hit for Riverton was Aiden Sanchez. And then Caden Arnold finishes it up. 2nd and 8 for the Rawlins Outlaws. 40 seconds to play in the first. Fast-moving first quarter. It's just 6:20. We could be done after one more play, likely, with the first quarter of play. 2nd and 8. As Bartlett now in the gun. 4 receivers set for Rawlins. Grant off his left shoulder. Here's Bartlett. He'll take off running over the left side. Decent gain. And Tyree Harris-Aragon with the tackle for the Wolverines. It'll be 3rd and 4 Third and a long 3, as that's going to end the first quarter of play. It's Riverton 7, Rawlins 0. We'll be back with more. This is Wolverine football on KTAK.
Stay at the newly renovated Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, proud sponsor of all sports teams, home and away. Experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience with Hampton's top-notch amenities, including a free hot breakfast, complimentary dinner and drinks Monday through Thursday evenings, a sweet shop for snacks and essentials, a pet-friendly environment and an indoor hot tub pool, and a fitness center to keep up with your workout routine. We've got everything you need for an exceptional stay. Reserve your stay now on our website, Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, where comfort meets convenience.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Welcome back to Carbon County and the Rawlins Outlaws Stadium, as we've got a 3rd down and 7 for the Rawlins Outlaws. Riverton up 7-0 here as we enter the second quarter of play.
Big thing, I think they blew the play in. Oh, there he goes. Rawlins is still on the sideline.
Rawlins is still on the sideline as we try to get the scoreboard right here. 7-0 entering the second quarter of play. Third and 3 for Rawlins. Bartlett under center. And a timeout forced to be taken by Rawlins before the second quarter even starts. We'll go with it. This is Wolverine football on KTAK.
Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection.
Hey guys, this is Nick Haskell, and here at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, we have
Welcome back to Carbon County. Rawlins High School. 3rd and 3 as we get ready to start this second quarter of play. And Bartlett under center. Viapondo in motion. It'll be a pitch outside to Torstanbo. He's going to be taken down by a host of Wolverine tacklers. Ryan Cox, the first tackler. Daniel Clausen cleans it up. And it'll be a big loss for the Rawlins Outlaws. Torstanbo had the ball in his hands, but he dropped it and was forced to fall on it. It'll be back to the 37-yard line. I thought it was deeper, but it'll be 4th down and 9. As coming on to punt it away is Gavin Green, and back deep is Jackson Larson for the Wolverines. He went to his knee and no call. Jackson Larson going to call the fair catch at his own 32, but Green was on his knee when he caught the ball. It should have been down right there. It was not. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wolverines at their own 36. Wolverines scored on their second possession of the game. It was a long run by junior Hunter Saltzgaber, 59 yards. He made a couple moves. He kicked a PAT, and that's where we sit at 7-0 Riverton. So 11:19 to play in the first half. Gantenbein going to go on center, under center. 2 running backs in the field. Here's Saltzgaber. He'll take it over the left tackle. And a good run on 1st down. 9 yards for Saltzgaber. 2nd and 1 for Riverton.
Yeah, that was such a good play call on that long touchdown. It was a draw, and that really showed the power of a draw because all the defensive backs for Rawlins dropped in coverage, and the middle of the field was wide open for Hunter.
I'll have to have you run up here at the next break, Baylor. Got something going on with my scoreboard. I don't have any teams in the scoreboard. 7-0 Riverton. As Gantenbein comes to the line of scrimmage. One receiver each side. Now Hunter Riemann in motion from the right. Handoff left side. Saltzgaver, he'll have a first down. And the tackle going to be recorded by Vaughn Grant of Rawlins. It'll be a first down for the Wolverines.
Yeah, kind of a weird setup here in Rawlins. I'm sitting outside on the bleachers, about 4 feet below where the press box is.
I think I know what the problem is. I restarted the scoreboard and lost Riverton and Rawlins. So 1st and 10 for Riverton on their own 45. They're saying on the scoreboard officially the 44. So Gantenbein under center. He'll drop to pass. This will be the first pass play of the game. Down over the middle, Braden Martin has it tipped away. Great defense by Manny Viapondo of Rawlins. Pass just a little short as Braden Martin had a step, but the ball was just short, and Viapondo able to get a hand on it. 2nd and 10 for the Wolverines.
Yeah, that was kind of a risky pass. Almost could have been picked off. Just need to throw that out there a little bit further if you're Saltzgaver.
2nd and 10 for Riverton. Fast-moving first half. 9:52 to play in the first half. Halftime show brought to you by the U.S. Marine Corps. We'll go over scores. Here's Gantenbein with the inside pitch to Peyton Larson. He gets a nice gain up over midfield, and he'll be taken down at the 48. It'll be 3rd down and about 2 for Riverton. Boy, Larson had a big hole. It closed quickly. This is an improved Rawlins team. I like the way they play this game. They used to get kind of quirky with their offenses and defenses. They're just playing stand-em-up football now. Much improved Rawlins Outlaw team. Playing their final game of the season. Here's Gantenbein in the gun. 3rd and 2. He'll keep it. He'll get a first down easily. Down over the 45 of Rawlins. He'll be taken down on the play. Tackle for Rawlins. Going to be Gavin Green, and it'll be a first down for Riverton on the 44 of Rawlins. 9:03 to play, first half. This Riverton drive started back on their own 36. Riverton with 2 straight first downs. 7-0 score. Gantenbein comes out in the gun. 4 receivers set for Riverton. Gantenbein will roll right. Now he'll go back left, and he'll hit Saltzgaver. Saltzgaver over the 40, makes a move over the 30, and he'll go out on about the 28. It'll be a Riverton first down. So they're going to say he stepped out on the 31-yard line. It'll be a Riverton first down right there. So good gain for the Wolverines. And a first down at the 30-yard line of Rawlins.
That was a great move by Hunter Saltzgaver. Made the Rawlins defender end up in the Riverton bench.
So 1st and 10. 3 receivers right side for Riverton. Saltzgaver in the backfield. Gantenbein rolls right. He'll hit Jackson Larson on the run. Larson at the 23-yard line where he's taken down. Great tackle by Gavin Green. Gain of about 7 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 3 for Riverton at the 23 of Rawlins. Second quarter score. We'll get some scores from around Wyoming when we come back on our next break. Got to watch heavily these scores. Buffalo and Lander, winner of that game goes to the playoffs. Torrington and Douglas tonight. If Torrington beats Douglas by 3 or more and Riverton wins here, Riverton will be the East Conference champions. Here's Gantenbein in the gun. Tyree Harris-Aragon, the fullback. Gantenbein will run right behind Aragon, and he'll gain inside the 20 Wolverine red zone run. It'll be a first down for the Wolverines at the 18 of Rawlins.
Well, I'll tell you right now, because I'm too excited to wait till the next break. Torrington up on Douglas 7-0 already.
All right, so Torrington with the early lead on the Bearcats. First down for the Wolverines. We'll be monitoring that score throughout the game tonight. Wolverines going to put 2 receivers in the set. Dane Cox wide right, Jackson Larson wide right. Cox in motion from the left. Gantenbein in the short gun. He'll fake the pitch and then take it around the left side inside the 15, and he'll be wrestled down on the play again. Gavin Green with the tackle for Rawlins. 6:56 to play first quarter. Riverton leads it 7-0. They'll hurry up here as 4 receivers now in the set for the Wolverines. Actually 5 receivers, 2 left, 3 right. They'll get the call from Coach Mark Linhart. Gantenbein in the gun. He'll drop to pass. Now he'll take off running. Big hole up the middle. He's over the 5, down inside to about the 4-yard line. It'll be first and goal for Riverton. Inside the red zone, 4 yards from Pater. So first and goal for the Wolverines. Spread them out. Send your quarterback up the middle. He's been so good at that all year.
Riverton with 2 of the top 10 rushers in the state. Gantenbein and Saltzgaber, such good weapons, both of them are.
We did want to mention there's absolutely not a breeze blowing in Rawlins. It's such an odd night in Carbon County. Gantenbein, he'll hand off left side. Saltzgaber cuts left, or takes it around the left side, then cuts right. He's tackled inside the 1 on the play. So good defense by Rawlins. Second and goal at the 1.
Yeah, I'm glad there's no wind blowing since I was forced to sit outside the press box this evening.
I want to give a shout out on the other side to Riverton High School graduate Tyler Campsey. He's made the trip over from Laramie tonight to see his alma mater play. One of the biggest Riverton fans that nobody knows, Tyler Campsey. Here's Gantenbein under center. He'll sneak it, and he'll be across the end zone. 1-yard touchdown by Blake Gantenbein. That's a Wolverine touchdown. And the Wolverines now up 13-0 after the Gantenbein 1-yard plunge. Saltzgaber on for the PAT. They'll line it up as Gantenbein with the hold. Hold is down. Kick is on the way. It's up. It's good. It's Riverton 14. Rawlins 0. We'll be back. This is Wolverine football on KTAK.
We are able to shop for you. We're able to choose the top products from the best companies. We carry Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Ashley, Sealy, Serta, and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for all of your home furnishing needs. Come in today to one of our locations in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and a better service.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck.
Welcome back. As Saltzgaber gets ready to kick it off, I apologize. I've been cutting off ads tonight. I'm running the board tonight as Baylor's outside in the chilly air. Here's Saltzgaber's kick. It'll go deep and through the end zone. Touchback as Riverton has its 14-0 lead. We will get some teams punched in here in the scoreboard. Torrington with a 14-0 lead, or a 7-0 lead over Douglas in Douglas tonight.
Yeah, Powell leading Evanston 7-0. Lander up big on Buffalo in the first quarter, 14-0. And Cody beating Jackson in the third quarter, 15-7. Star Valley up on Green River, 21-0.
It'll be Rawlins football. Bartlett under center. The young freshman barely sees over the line. Handoff straight up the middle to Green. It'll be a Ryan Cox tackle amongst a host of Wolverines, including Tyree Harris Aragon. Also in on the tackle, Aiden Sanchez and Caden Arnold. 2nd and 8 for the Rawlins Outlaws following that 2-yard run by Vaughn Grant. Ball placed at the 23-yard line. Pass left side is going to be incomplete. Pass intended for Viapondo. Bartlett's was under some stress. I'm guessing Bartlett's somewhere around 5'5", 5'6", one of the smallest players on the field. And it's very difficult to see over guys that are 6'3", 6'5", as the Wolverine, at least 2 of the Wolverine defensive linemen go at least 6'2".
It was the first pass of the game by Rawlins.
So 3rd and 7 for the Outlaws. Wolverines lead it 14-0. 4:45 to play first half. As Bartlett going to get a timeout for Rawlins. We'll go with it. It's Riverton 14, Rawlins 0. We'll be back on KTAK.
DR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Embrace comfort throughout the seasons with Northern Arapaho Propane and Solid Waste. Proudly rooted in the local community, supporting Fremont County year-round. Your preferred supplier serving enrolled and non-enrolled members. For more information, call 307-463-4185.
Don't leave your future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your...
Welcome back to Rawlins Stadium. It'll be Rawlins football, 3rd and 7, as we'll get a handoff on the outside, and again getting that outside crease. Outstanding run by Rawlins. That will be Braden Torstenbow, and he'll be over midfield. Wolverines just not locking down that right or left side on the ends, and that'll give Riverton some coaching points going into the second half as a big run by Rawlins. I didn't get the total yardage. Did you, Baylor?
Yeah, I had it at a 30-yard run, but that's Braden's third run over 15 yards tonight.
Braden Torstenbow, the senior running back, just able to get the edge on Riverton, and Riverton teaming up on Vaughn Grant. Torstenbow having his way here. 1st and 10 for Rawlins on the Riverton 47. Handoff left side to Torstenbow. He'll cut inside. Aiden Sanchez gobbles him up by the ankles. Also in on that tackle for Riverton is Gonzalez. That'll be Aaron Gonzalez on the tackle. So 2nd and 10 for Rawlins. 4:13 and counting to play here in the first half. 6:40 in the evening from Carbon County. No wind last week in October, shaping up here. Here's the handoff to Grant. Big hole on the play. Braden Martin comes up, and it's mono upon mono as he makes the tackle. Face mask on face mask. It'll be a gain of about 6 yards for Vaughn Grant. And it'll be 3rd and 5 for Rawlins at the 42 of the Wolverines.
It's a great job by Braden Martin staying in there. Vaughn Grant's a terrifying runner when he gets a full head of steam.
You say Chevy truck That's Vaughn Grant. 3rd and 5. Here's the handoff right side to Grant. He'll get some pressure on Riverton and then force his way to about the 37-yard line, where I believe it'll be a first down for the Rawlins Outlaws. So Vaughn Grant with back-to-back runs, 1 of 6 and 1 of 4. It'll be a first down for Riverton. Riverton's going to see this type of offense in the playoffs. Vaughn Grant, one of the biggest running backs we've seen all year. And he's physical. He puts his head down, just runs into people. Handoff right side to Grant. And he'll get into the second level. Rawlins pushes him forward. It'll be a gain of 4, and Wolverine coach is not happy. Riverton not getting much of a push. That tackle by Tyree Harris Aragon. And 2nd and 6 for Rawlins. 2:27 to play in the first half. 2nd and 6 at the 33 of Riverton. Grant will dot the I. Young quarterback rolls right. He's got protection. Pass over the middle is going to be complete to Vaughn Grant. That'll be a gain of 8 yards on the play as Grant goes out for a pass, just broke in the middle and then cut outside. Pass is complete, 6 yards on the play. 1st and 10 at the 24 of Riverton. 2 minutes to play as the clock winds inside 2 minutes. Riverton going to need a stop here going into the half. And Wolverine defense bending here a little bit on this drive. Handoff inside to Grant. He'll be taken down quickly. Hit on the play, Tyree Harris Aragon after a gain of 1. 2nd and 9 for Rawlins.
Once again, to the senior cheerleaders and parents, please.
Karsten Bartlett, the young freshman quarterback, doing a nice job leading his Outlaw team downfield on this drive. 2nd and 9 for Rawlins. Bartlett under center. Viapondo with the in-motion play. Here's Torstenbow. He'll be cut down by Daniel Clausen. Good pursuit by Clausen. Also Ryan Cox in on that tackle for Riverton. 3rd and 9. 1 minute to play here in the first half. Rawlins don't have a timeout total for the Outlaws, but we're going to get a clock stoppage on the play on 3rd and 9. What did we get there? Now they put up 4th down.
Pretty sure they spiked the ball on 3rd down.
Okay, I did not see the spike.
4th down and 9 for the Outlaws.
14-0, 4th and 9 for Rawlins. 52 seconds to play, first half. Bartlett under center. He'll drop the pass. He'll throw it up over the middle. Caught. Nope. Incomplete. Boy, it looked good. That pass thrown up on the play to Talon Lascano. And coverage on that play, Blake Gantenbein also on that coverage. I did not see the other defensive back on the play, but Gantenbein was right there to break it up. And that'll be a change of possession, and Riverton will have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 23 with 46 seconds to play in the first half. Rawlins will get the ball as we come out to play here in the second half. Actually, Riverton won the flip. They'll get it back. There's Gantenbein. He'll stop. He'll pass it over the middle. It's going to be a center screen. And Saltzgaver up over the 40. He'll be wrestled down at the 44. Well, it'll be a first down. And I believe Riverton will take its first time out. 36 seconds to play in the half. We'll go with it. Riverton football when we come back. Closing in on the end of the first half.
PapaMurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of our local Fremont County student athletes.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
Snyder Signature Properties.
They're going to go deep here.
Welcome back. 14-0 as Riverton comes out following the timeout. Rawlins will come on the field. It'll be 1st and 10 at the Wolverine 44. Wolverines with 4 receivers in the set, leading 14-0. Ganbine in the gun. Saltzgaver off his right shoulder. Blake will stop. He'll throw it deep down the left side. Wide open. Diving, incomplete. That's Clay Sheets at about the 25-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Riverton. 30 seconds to play first half. Riverton leading this one 14-0.
I believe Riverton still has 2 timeouts, but I would expect them to continue to look deep. Try to score here quick.
Clay Sheets was wide open on the play.
That's exactly why.
Riverton, 3 receivers right, 1 left. Gantenbein in the gun. He'll drop. He'll throw it over the middle. Complete. Oh, no, dropping it is Jackson Larson. Hit him right between the 1 and the 7. Looking to run the ball before he caught it was senior Jackson Larson. 3rd and 10 for Riverton.
Now, if you're Linhart, you have a choice here. Probably not too worried about giving the ball back to Rawlins, I would guess. So probably going to be another pass here.
26 seconds to play in the first half. 3rd and 10 for the Wolverines. Gantenbein in the gun. 4 receivers set. He'll drop the pass. Wide open over the middle. It's going to be Clay Sheets. He'll catch it at the 23-yard line. Or it'll be a first down nearly inside the Wolverine red zone. Riverton takes a timeout. They'll come over. They'll talk it over with Coach Mark Linhart. 19 seconds to play. We'll be back on KTAK.
To the local sports.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
Welcome back. 19 seconds to play. We got a scoring update in from Douglas. Here's Baylor.
Yeah, huge lead now in the second quarter for Torrington. 21-7 over Douglas. If you're Riverton, you're rooting for a greater than 3 victory for Torrington. And if Riverton wins, that'll secure the 1 seed.
Here's Gantenbein in the gun. 4 receivers set. Riverton looking to score again before the half. Here's Gantenbein. He'll look over the middle, wide open. Clay Sheets catches it inside the 5. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Riverton. That's a nice-looking pass there from Blake Gantenbein. Clay Sheets caught it on the run. As he was going down, he rolls into the end zone. A 25-yard touchdown pass from Blake Gantenbein with 13 seconds to play.
Those two are going to be such an exciting duo to watch going in, the remainder of this year and next year. What a great pass.
Saltzgaver on. Gantenbein holds it. Kick is on the way. It's up. It's good. Riverton 21. Rawlins 0. We'll be back. This is Wolverine football on KTAK.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Welcome back. 21-0 Riverton. Here's Baylor.
Blake Gattenbein on that drive. Passes of 21 yards, 30 yards, and 27 yards. So definitely an opening deep against this Rawlins team, Rawlins defense.
All right, 21-0 Riverton. Scoring update in from Douglas. Torrington 21, Douglas 7. With a Riverton win and a Torrington win of more than 3, Riverton would win a East Conference 3A championship and would host tonight's loser of Powell and Evanston. We got any updates in from Evanston, Baylor?
Yeah, right now, second quarter, Powell up 7-6. So Evanston fighting for their lives over there in Uinta County.
Here's Saltzgaver with a little pooch kick, 13 seconds to play in the half. And Rawlins will take off running. And it'll be a bunch of Rawlins tacklers, or Riverton tacklers. The first one to get there was Dane Cox. And that return for Rawlins was sophomore Bryce Stones. So 21-0 Riverton here with 5 seconds to play in the half.
If you're Riverton here, got to watch the Rawlins going back to their best play, that outside run. It's worked well tonight for them.
We'll have the U.S. Marine Corps halftime show. We'll go over scores from around Wyoming and look at some of these playoff possibilities. Here's a handoff left side to Torenbow and a tackle outside by Caden Arnold, and that'll do it. Halftime score, Riverton 21, Rawlins 0. This is Wolverine football on KTAK.
A people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
Exploding at 200 miles per hour. Airbags pack a punch. Until age 13, stay buckled up in the back seat. Buckle up, Wyoming. It's the law.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
For more than 40 years, Porter's Mountain View Supply has been serving central Wyoming with top brand name spas, stoves, fireplaces, and outdoor grills. With 2 locations in Riverton and Casper Plus financing available for your purchase, Porter's offers expert advice, quality products, and service along with maintenance. Porter's, your local spa, stove, and fireplace provider in Riverton at the corner of Sunset and North Federal.
Hi, this is Tyler Watson, your local State Farm agent. I'm a proud sponsor of Wolverine Athletics and all of our student athletes here in Fremont County. Youth sports are a great way to build future skills that help our kids succeed in life. Teamwork, leadership, time management, and how to perform under pressure can all be learned on the field and in the gym. Good luck to each and every one of the student athletes. Go Big Red!
Tyler Watson State Farm, 618 East Washington Avenue in Riverton. Call 856-4118 or visit insuringriverton.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Riverton Blodorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blodorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blodorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blodorn Lumber.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Rohbacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
Welcome back. Halftime score, 21-0. Wolverines with the big first half. Wolverines would get on the scoreboard about midway through the first quarter on a 59-yard run by Hunter Saltzgaver. He would kick the PAT. Riverton would take a 7-0 lead. Then Blake Gantenbein would score in a 1-yard run with 5:26 to play in the first half. It was Riverton 14-0 after Saltzgaver's PAT. Riverton would get the ball back with 46 seconds to play in the first half. First down and 10 at their own 36. They would mount a 64-yard drive in those 46 seconds. Actually, it would take 33 seconds to move the length of the field, capped off by a Blake Gantenbein to Clay Sheets, 25-yard touchdown pass with 13 seconds to play in the first half. Saltzgaver's PAT made it 21-0. Hey, when we come back on this U.S. Marine Corps halftime show, we'll hear from Baylor Beers as he goes over the first half stats. This is Wolverine football on KTAK.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
Welcome back, 21-0 at the half. Wolverines up on the Rawlins Outlaws here in Carbon County on a windless night. The flag hanging limp in Rawlins. Final week of October, and it's pretty nice out here. It can be chilly, Baylor, but well, I'm glad it's a nice night in Carbon County. Here's Baylor Beers with the halftime stats. Riverton 21, Rawlins 0.
Yeah, starting in on the Rawlins side of the football game, stats-wise, they have amassed 111 total yards tonight, 8 of which are through the air, and 103 have been on the ground. Definitely a big focus by this Rawlins Outlaws squad to run the ball, which is not how Rawlins used to be when I played about 10 years ago. They like to maybe pass it 26 times versus running it. But individually for Rawlins, Karsten Bartlett one completion on 4 attempts for 8 yards. Let me find my tongue here. And that catch was by Von Grant. He has 1 catch of 8 yards. On the ground, as a team, Rawlins 26 runs for 103 yards. It's a 4-yard average for them. Individually, Braden Torstenbow, 11 carries for 70 yards. That's a 6.4-yard average. And then the big back, Von Grant, 13 carries for 31 yards. That's a 2.4-yard average. Riverton doing a great job really shutting down Von Grant, not letting him get a full head of steam because he is a big back and will run you over if you do not do that. Otherwise, let's see, Rawlins has had 1 punt. They did not lose it. They have 3 punts that are averaging 26 yards. They are 4 of 8 on 3rd down conversions and 0 for 1 on 4th down conversions. For the Riverton Wolverines, 211 total yards tonight, 98 through the air and 113 on the ground for the Wolverines. Individually, Blake Gattenbein, 5 of 9 through the air for 98 yards and a touchdown. Individually, Clay Sheets, big first half for him, 2 catches for 57 yards, and he did catch that touchdown pass. Elsewhere, Jackson Larson, 1 catch for 7 yards, and Hunter Saltzgaber, 2 catches for 34 yards in this one so far. On the ground, Riverton, 12 carries for 113 yards as a team. That's a 9.4-yard average, and they have 2 touchdowns on the ground in this one. Blake Gattenbein, 5 carries for 24 yards. That's a 4.8-yard average, and he has 1 touchdown to his name on the ground. And Hunter Saltzgaber, 6 carries for 83 yards. That's a 13.8-yard average. And he also has 1 touchdown. He had that long 59-yard touchdown in the first quarter to open up the scoring in this one. So far, Riverton playing incredibly clean football. No interceptions, no fumbles in this one. They have 1 punt of 36 yards. They do have 2 penalties for 16 yards, 2 holding calls there in that first quarter. Since then, they've been playing legal football, I guess, is one way to say it. And then as a team, 1 of 3 on 3rd down conversions. They have not attempted a 4th down conversion in this one.
With those 6 carries and 83 yards, Hunter Saltzgaber now sitting at 894 yards rushing for the season. And if it holds up through the night, he could win the East Conference rushing title. Right now sitting 3rd. He's at the first of the game, he was trailing Braden Wallace of Evanston. Wallace had 836 yards. Von Grant of Rawlins with 821 yards. And Saltzgaber with 811. So with that 59-yard touchdown run, Hunter Saltzgaber inches closer to an East 3A rushing championship. We've got about 9 minutes to go before the second half gets going here in Carbon County at Rawlins High School. It's Riverton 21 and the Rawlins Outlaws 0. When we come back, we'll take some scores from around Wyoming and talk about this East 3A tiebreaker. This is Wolverine football on KTAK.
To thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft, or showed livestock, thanks for all your efforts. Stay tuned for a bigger and better Fremont County Fair next year.
Good news, DUI crashes and deaths are falling in Fremont County.
We're doing better, but even 1 death on our roads from impaired driving, we take personally.
We started the Fremont County DUI Task Force 2 years ago because we're losing too many friends, family members, and community members to impaired driving.
So we've joined forces to work together to find and stop impaired drivers in Fremont County, wherever they are.
And we're making an impact, but we need your help.
If your summer activities involve alcohol, plan ahead and make good choices.
Drink responsibly. designate a sober driver, or call Safe Ride.
And don't let your friends drive impaired either, even if you have to take their keys and find them a safe ride home.
Let's all look out for each other and keep everybody safe. Remember,
Don't risk it. Drive sober.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Welcome back. Halftime score, Riverton 21, Rawlins 0. Here's Baylor Beers with some scores at the half from around Wyoming.
Starting in the Class of 3A, well, not starting, in Class 3A, Cody up on Jackson 28-14. That game is in the third quarter. In the second quarter, Star Valley is beating Green River 35-7. In the second quarter now, Douglas scores a touchdown. Torrington still up on them 21-14 in the second quarter. At half, Powell leading Evanston 7-6. And then in the second quarter, Lander up on Buffalo 21-7.
That Lander score, if Lander holds on, they would qualify for the 3A playoffs. What do we have in 4A tonight, Baylor?
Let's see, 4A, all these games in the second quarter. Sheridan leading Laramie big 34-0. Campbell County up on Cheyenne East 14-12. Natrona County beating Cheyenne Central 7-0. Thunder Basin up on Cheyenne South 28-0. And Kelly Walsh over Rock Springs 22-7. All those games in the second quarter so far. Class 2A, Mountain View beat Lyman earlier today 20-6. In the fourth quarter, Worland is beating Kemmer 28-6. That game, I think, was 0-0 at halftime, so the scoring opened up there for Worland. And then in the second quarter, Bighorn up on Upton Sundance 34-0. Lovell beating Cokeville 27-8. Tongue River beating Glenrock 14-7. Burns is up on Moorcroft 20-6. And Thermopolis beating Pinedale 14-0. All those games in the second quarter. Class 1A 9-man. Linglefort Laramie beating Saratoga 28-0 right now. Pine Bluffs beating Southeast 28-0, and Lusk over Wright 13-0. All three of those games also in the second quarter. And then we don't have any scores for Class 1A 6-man. We do have a final score. Burlington beat Midwest 81-15 earlier today.
Ouch. Hey, I want to give another shout out to one of Riverton's best fans through the years. He's been a stalwart fan. He was a Riverton High School swimmer, and Tyler Campsey makes the trip over from Laramie tonight. He's all decked out in his Wolverine duds, and we just want to give another shout out to Tyler Campsey, a Riverton High School alum and a big fan, pulling in here tonight to hopefully watch Riverton win a East Conference championship. So Tyler, thanks for coming over from Laramie. This is Wolverine football on KTAK. We'll be back with the second half of play coming up on Wolverine football.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Clogged drains? Top Priority Drain Cleaning's got you. Fair prices, top service, and a lowest price guarantee. Show any past price and they'll beat it by 5%. Call Top Priority now at 307-709-CLOG. They would like to wish all the Fremont County teams good luck this year.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry, and this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
Stay at the newly renovated Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, proud sponsor of all sports teams, home and away. Experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience with Hampton's top-notch amenities, including a free hot breakfast, complimentary dinner and drinks Monday through Thursday evenings, a sweet shop for snacks and essentials, a pet-friendly environment and an indoor hot tub pool, and a fitness center to keep up with your workout routine. We've got everything you need for an exceptional stay. Reserve your stay now on our website, Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, where comfort meets convenience.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Your tax pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection.
Hey guys, this is Nick Haskell, and here at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, we have the best brands. With our size, we are able to shop for you. We're able to choose the top products from the best companies. We carry Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Ashley, Sealy, Serta, and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for all of your home furnishing needs. Come in today to one of our locations in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and a better service.
Welcome back to the U.S. Marine Corps halftime show. Cody Beers, Baylor Beers, and hey, Baylor, let's look at some more scores from around Wyoming. We've got a score in from Lander tonight. It's Lander over Buffalo, 21-14 at the half. Winner of that game gets the number 4 seed out of the East 3A Conference, and the only thing that's tough in that game is that the winner of tonight's Lander-Buffalo game goes and plays in Star Valley in the first round of the playoffs next week.
Yeah, that's a long road trip. I did that when I was playing for Riverton my sophomore year, and that, it makes for a long road trip when you're a number 4 seed going to play a number 1 seed. That's a tall task.
Of course, Riverton playing for that number 1 seed, and at the half, it's Torrington taking care of business so far. They're up 21-14 over Douglas, and the tiebreaker 1-2-3 comes into play if Torrington wins and Riverton wins tonight. Douglas would be the number 3 seed. Torrington would move up to the number 2 seed, and Riverton would win an East 3A championship. So we're going to keep monitoring that through our postgame and hope for the best as Riverton and Rawlins out getting ready to start things here in about a minute. Keys to the second half, here's Baylor Beers.
I think defensively, you got to contain that edge. We've had 4 big runs, really, by Braden Torstenbow. Let's see, those 4 runs amass for 68 yards, which is over half of the total yardage for the Rawlins Outlaws. So if you're on defense here, you got to, toughen up that contain on the run, but you also got to respect Vaughn Grant, who is a big back, and defend the middle. So it's kind of a tough task for the Riverton defense here, but they've done a great job, obviously, holding Rawlins to 0 points. Offensively, for Riverton, just keep doing what you're doing. Give the ball to your playmakers. Tonight in tonight's game, Blake Gantenbein and Hunter Saltzgave are both putting up big numbers. But also, if you're coach, don't be afraid to open up the scoring. They were leading Lander big at halftime, 31-0, I believe, and kind of took the foot off the gas. It just wouldn't be a bad idea to get the confidence up here if you're Riverton heading into the playoffs.
Riverton leading this game 21-0 over Rawlins on the road. Hunter Saltzgaber with 6 carries for 83 yards. He had that 59-yard touchdown run in the first quarter. Riverton would take a 7-0 lead after he kicked the PAT. Then Gantenbein would score on a 1-yard touchdown run with 5:26 to play in the first half. Saltzgaber's PAT made it 14-0. And then Blake Gantenbein, with 13 seconds to play in the first half, would hit a streaking Clay Sheets across the middle with a 25-yard scoring pass. Saltzgaber's PAT made it 21-0 at the half. Now Riverton won the coin flip and deferred, will receive the ball to start this second half. And we'll keep it here to open the second half as the kicker for Rawlins is the sophomore punter, Gavin Green. He will come out to kick it away as we get ready to start the second half of play. Green will approach the ball, and it is a line drive kick, and Smart will catch it for Riverton. He's out over the 30, out over the 40, up near the 45, where he's going to be tackled by Green on the play. We had some rough and tough stuff going on down at the 42 where there's a flag thrown, and for Riverton it was Landon Gold in on that. We'll see what the play is called.
Looks like a personal foul against Rawlins.
So that'll be 15 yards on Rawlins after Landon Gold got knocked to the ground at the 42 of Riverton. That's going to place the ball in Rawlins territory as Riverton with outstanding field position all the way down to the 40-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Wolverines, 40 yards away from pay dirt here as we open the third quarter. 11:51 to play following that good run back by Smart, and then the 15-yard penalty. Here's a handoff on the inside. Clay Sheets, he'll get it on the outside. He's over the 30, the 20, the 10. Can Clay score? He cuts inside. Touchdown, Riverton. 40-yard scoring run by Clay Sheets. He was touched by one Outlaw, and it's a Wolverine touchdown. First play, 11:40 to play here in the third, and Riverton comes out, takes care of business on the 40-yard run by Clay Sheets.
Exactly how you want to start the second half is with a score, especially after scoring a touchdown late in the first half.
Wolverines up 27-0. Here's the PAT. It's up. It's good. Riverton now up 28-0. Just underway here in the third quarter from Rawlins. It's Wolverines by 4 touchdowns. We'll be back on KTAK.
Stone Energy Cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Welcome back. Riverton 28, Rawlins 0, following the Clay Sheets 40-yard run. Just 20 seconds into the third quarter. Hunter Saltzgaber kicks the PAT through, and it's 28-0 Riverton. So Rawlins will receive the kick. Saltzgaber's kick is going to go in the end zone, and it'll be brought out. No, they're going to say that Viapondo had 1 foot in the end zone. So that'll be a touchback. Another kick into the end zone by Saltzgaber. What a weapon that is, Baylor.
Yeah, I mean, most of the playmakers on these teams in high school, especially 3A high school, are the running backs and playmakers on their team. So by avoiding giving them the ball, you're avoiding what could be, which is something we saw in the earlier games this season, what could happen on a kickoff return. So, just such a weapon Saltzgaber is.
1st and 10 for the Rawlins Outlaws. As under center, the freshman Bartlett. Bartlett will hand off left side to Torstenbow, and he's going to be wrestled down. First player right in his chest is Tyree Harris Aragon with the tackle. It'll be a gain of 1. 2nd and 9 for Torstenbow and the Rawlins Outlaws.
That was the exact same play that they've amassed 68 yards on against the Riverton defense. So great job there. Great adjustment by the defense.
Yeah, we'll see if the Wolverines can make those adjustments. 2nd and 9. Obviously, they talked about it. About the only thing that went wrong for Riverton in that first half. Bartlett, the freshman, under center. In motion via Pondo. Handoff to Vaughn Grant. Big hole. He's out over the 30, and he'll be wrestled down by Braden Martin. Also, Tyree Harris Aragon. It'll be a first down on the gain of 9 by Vaughn Grant. So first down for the Outlaws at their own 30. That was just a huge hole. I think Riverton expecting that outside run.
Yeah, and it doesn't take Vaughn Grant, even though he's a big guy, it doesn't take him long to get a full head of steam.
10:30 to play in the third quarter. Via Pondo in motion. Handoff up the middle to Grant. He's over the 35, and he'll be wrestled down at the 36. Again, Braden Martin, the first Wolverine to that tackle. Braden Martin makes the tackle, ends up right on his back with Grant laying on top of him. Those type of tackles hurt when the offensive player delivers the blow. Martin holding on to his right arm a little bit. Looks like he's maybe got a little bit of a dead shoulder there after that tackle. 2nd and 4 for Rawlins. And coming out right side, pass is going to be tipped. Incomplete. Braden Martin on the coverage. Bartlett's pass intended for Aaron Chico on the play. Incomplete. So 3rd and 4 for the Outlaws. Getting some chat coming in. Kelsey Wood writes in, we're number 1. Well, not quite. But they're closing in on it. Going to need some help from Torrington in this 1-2-3 tiebreaker. 3rd and 4 as via Pondo in motion. Grant gets the run. He's going to be stood up, but he'll keep fighting. And he's going to get a first down as he's tackled on the 40-yard line. Caden Liebrecht, among others, in on that tackle. Dane Cox, and it'll be another first down for Rawlins. Best thing about this running offense for Rawlins is it keeps the clock running. 9:26 and counting here in the third quarter. Back-to-back first downs for the Rawlins Outlaws. Riverton leading 28-0. Beautiful night in Rawlins. Well, you'd think you were in Riverton tonight. This is a Riverton night in Rawlins. No wind. Decent crowd here, senior night for the Rawlins Outlaws. This is Rawlins' playoff game. Here's Bartlett under center. He'll hand off straight ahead to Vaughn Grant. Grant pushing and shoving. He'll get 5 yards. Braden Martin, Tyree Harris Aragon on the tackle. Also trying to strip the ball away was Caden Arnold of Riverton. Gain of 5 on first down. 2nd and 5 for Rawlins. Vaughn Grant getting up around 50 yards rushing for the night.
Yeah, he's at 55 now.
Grant came in second leading scorer in 3A, and he's now up to about 877 yards on the season. 8:14 to play. 2nd and 5 for Rawlins. Here's Via Pondo in motion. Kick outside to Torstenbow. He's going to be wrestled down right at the 45-yard line. That's Caden Arnold, Hunter Riemann, and Aaron Gonzalez on the tackle for the Wolverines. 3rd and 5. So big third down for the Wolverine defense.
Seems like Riverton maybe figured out the outside run now. Just need to figure out the inside run again. Vaughn Grant runs of 9, 6, and 5 yards up the middle. so far on this drive.
This drive started back at the 20-yard line. 3rd and 5 at the Rawlins 45. Viapondo in motion, handoff left side to Grant. He's going to be met right at the 45. Wolverine defense stood strong. It's going to be Daniel Clausen and Hunter Riemann on the tackle for the Wolverines. So 4th and 5 now for Rawlins. Rawlins going to go for it here on 4th down. It looks like. We'll see if they come out and punt it. I don't think they will. I think they'll go for it. Why not? They're going to go for it here on 4th down. In the shotgun, Karsten Bartlett. Grant off his left shoulder. Riverton going to blitz. And it's going to be picked off. Peyton Larson, he's going to take it to the house. He got it at the 43, inside the 10, the 5, and he's going to be tackled at the 4-yard line. Good hustle there by Rawlins quarterback Karsten Bartlett, but Peyton Larson almost had a pick 6. He'll return that play from the 43 down to the 5-yard line. That's going to be a 38-yard return for Peyton Larson on the interception. It'll be Riverton football, 1st and 10 at the 4. Ends up being a 39-yard return on the interception by Peyton Larson.
Yeah, Rawlins tried kind of a drag route across the middle of the field, and Riverton had 2 guys there, and Peyton Larson was lucky enough to get hit right in the number.
So 1st and goal for the Wolverines. 2 receivers right. Hunter Riemann in the backfield with Gantenbein. He'll get the handoff. Hunter Riemann's going to be wrestled down at about the 4-yard line. No gain. Tackle on the play for Gavin Baca, a freshman for Rawlins. So 2nd and goal after a loss of about a yard by Hunter Riemann. Nah, they're going to say it's at the 4. I was looking at the sticks. Ball still at the 4. 2nd and goal for Riverton. Hunter Saltzgaver back in there. Riemann at fullback. Gantenbein going to go under center. 1 receiver left side. Gantenbein will roll left. He'll pass it over the middle, complete to Riemann. It's going to be wrestled down on the play. Not sure where they'll mark it. They're going to say the 2-yard line. Tackle on the play by Braden Torstenbow on the tackle for Rawlins. So gain of about 2 yards on that pass play. 3rd and goal for Riverton. And this is where you got to punch it in. Nothing fancy here for the Wolverines. I think they'd be in 4-down territory as Gantenbein comes to the line of scrimmage. Saltzgaver deep in the eye. Riemann in motion. He'll hand off right side Saltzgaver. Hunter going to get near the goal line. And a touchdown. Wolverine, 4 yards for Hunter Saltzgaver. It's another Riverton touchdown with 4:59 to play in the 3rd. Riverton now up 34-0. So Riverton will come on. They'll kick the PAT following the Saltzgaver 4-yard touchdown run. That is Hunter Saltzgaver's 2nd touchdown of the day. And Riverton now up 34-0 with 4:59 to play in the 3rd. Kick is on the way. It's no good. So an oddity as Saltzgaver's PAT not good. And it's Riverton 34, Rawlins 0. We'll be back on KTAK with more from Rawlins.
Northern Arapahoe Propane and Solid Waste. Proudly rooted in the local community, supporting Fremont County year-round. Your preferred supplier serving enrolled and non-enrolled members. For more information, call 307-463-4185.
Don't leave your future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
Papa Murphy's on North.
Welcome back to Cartman County and Rawlins High School. 34-0, Riverton with the lead. We'll play that ad in its entirety when we come back. Saltzgaver going to kick it off here in the third, 4:59 to play. And the kick going deep over the middle. It'll make its way to the back of the end zone for a touchback. Rawlins will take over with 4:59 to play. Riverton up 34-0 in the season finale for the Rawlins Outlaws. Outlaws haven't played bad. It's just been a solid Riverton effort.
Looked like Hunter maybe was trying to make up for the PAT on that one. Just about put it through the uprights on the kickoff.
I'm sure he was upset. He's a perfectionist, does not like to miss, wants to do a great job running the football too. He's not in the game as Rawlins comes out here with 4:59 to play. And the handoff right side to Vaughn Grant. He'll run over the 25-yard line. We'll get a flag thrown in from the backside. It's going to be a hold on Rawlins following the 6-yard run. Riverton will move him back. And now it'll be 1st and 20. Actually, 1st and about 21 as that holding on the 19-yard line. We'll see where they place the football. They're going to place it right at the 10. So 1st and 20 for Rawlins on their own 10-yard line. 4:51 to play here in the third. We'll try to get some scoring updates coming up here as Rawlins now and Karsten Bartlett under center. In motion via Pondo. They'll pitch it outside to Torstenbow. He's going to get stopped in the backfield. He'll get a short gain as Tyree Harris Aragon, Ryan Cox, and the third tackler is going to be Paxton Yates on that tackle for Riverton. Gain of about 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 16. Riverton up 34-0, 4:15 to play in the third.
Do have an update in Douglas. Torrington now tied with Douglas at 21 each in the second quarter. So that game's still not at half yet.
21-21, Torrington and Douglas. Wow. Big score there by Douglas. Here's a handoff on the inside, Vaughn Grant. And Aaron Gonzalez going to be the first Wolverine defender. He's joined by Ryan Cox, and they'll slow down Grant on the play. It'll be 3rd and 15 now for Rawlins on their own 15. So still a lot of football to be played in Converse County tonight. Torrington had built a 21-7 lead. Now it's tied up 21-21. We'll see what happens in the second half of that one. Those two teams rivals from way back. 4 receivers set for Rawlins. Bartlett in the gun. He'll drop the pass, throws it over the middle to Viapondo. He'll break out, and there's going to be a Rawlins first down. Riverton tackle on the play. He's going to go to Peyton Larson, but just a little simple pass. Viapondo ran for about 20 yards, and it'll be a first down. Actually, it goes from the 15 to the 36, so gain of 21 yards on that pass play. Bartlett had come in averaging about 28 yards a game through the air, and he has eclipsed that with 3:07 to play in the third. First down for the Rawlins Outlaws. Bartlett under center. Behind him, Vaughn Grant. Also Torstenbow. Handoff Grant, straight forward. He's got 5, he's got 10, he's got 13 yards. Tackle by Braden Martin. Also Peyton Larson on that tackle as Paxton Yates comes back in the game. He'll replace Ryan Cox. Another Rawlins first down out to the 48-yard line. Boy, and if Grant gets a head of steam, he's tough to bring down.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody's heard me say this already, but he's a big back.
1st and 10 for Rawlins on their own 48. Riverton starters still in the game. 5-man front for the Wolverines. Bartlett will hand off right side to Torstenbow. He's got a decent gainer. First hit on the play is going to go to Caden Arnold. Tyree Harris Aragon, also Braden Martin in on that tackle. Gain of 6 yards on first down. It'll be 2nd and 4 for the Rawlins Outlaws. If you're watching online, you can see the scoreboard. It's Riverton 34, Rawlins 0. This one of Rawlins' best drives of the night. 1:40 to play in the third. Clock running. To get in a running clock situation, Riverton would have to have a lead of 45 or more. Here's Bartlett. He'll take off over the right side. Braden Martin on the tackle. And it's going to be a 2-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and 2 for Rawlins. 3rd and 1 as the referees look across the way. And they're going to say first down. So 1st and 10 for Rawlins. And clock will restart. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Rawlins on the Riverton 43. Handoff left side to Vaughn Grant. Big gain down near the 35-yard line. It'll be a host of Wolverine tacklers. Peyton Larson, Braden Martin.
Vaughn Grant off the left side for 8 yards.
So 8-yard run on the play for Vaughn Grant.
2nd and 2 for the Outlaws.
Grant making a claim on that East 3A rushing title himself.
Yeah, he's up to 77 now on the night.
40 seconds to play in the third. 2nd and 3, actually 2nd and 2 for Rawlins. Handoff left side, Torstenbow. He's got a big hole. He's over the 30 inside the Riverton 25 as Braden Martin comes up, makes the tackle for Riverton. It'll be another Rawlins first down.
Being brought down by Braden Martin of the Wolverines.
20 seconds to play here in the third. Clock running. Remains to be seen if Rawlins will get another play off here in the third. 1st and 10 on the Riverton 25. And Riverton will take a timeout with 6 seconds to play in the third. We'll go with it. This is Wolverine football leading Rawlins 34-0 from Carbon County.
Pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of our local Fremont County student athletes.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
Welcome back to Rawlins. Cody Bears, Baylor Bears here on a Friday night. Of course, the Wyoming Cowboys will take on another 1-6 team tomorrow as a Utah State, one of the defectors into the Pac-2, comes into Laramie. And Wyoming going to go with a 2-quarterback system tomorrow. We'll finally get to see meaningful play from redshirt freshman Caden Anderson tomorrow.
That's exciting.
Rawlins comes on the field, trailing 34-0. Final play here of the third quarter as Riverton making some final substitutes on defense. There's a handoff right side to Torrington Bow. He'll try to get the edge, cannot. Clay Sheets comes up, makes the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 10 when we return. That's the end of the third quarter of play. From Carbon County, Rawlins High School, it's Riverton 34, Rawlins 0. We'll be back on KTAK.
Repairs are complete after a collision. You expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
Welcome back. 34-0. Here's Baylor Bears with some scores from around Wyoming.
Yeah, in the fourth quarter, Cody leading Jackson 35-14. Star Valley up big on Green River at half, 41-7. Torrington and Douglas still knotted at 21, knotted up at 21. That still showing the second quarter according to Wild Preps. Powell up on Evanston 7-6.
2nd and 10. Here's Vaughn Grant. He'll be wrapped up by Braden Martin in a textbook tackle from below the knees. It'll be 3rd down for Rawlins after the gain of 4. It'll be 3rd and 6 from the 21. Rawlins trying to get inside the Outlaw red zone for the first time tonight.
Just to finish those scores, third quarter, Powell up on Evanston 7-6, and then at half, Lander beating Buffalo 21-7.
Winner of that Lander-Buffalo game goes on to the 3A playoffs as the number 4 seed out of the East. There's Viapondo in motion. Pitch outside to Torrington Bow. He's going to be cut back inside Dane Cox, but a nice gain as Caden Liebrecht will make the tackle inside the Outlaw red zone at the 18-yard line. It'll be 4th down and about 3 for Rawlins. MJ Hauk logging in on the chat. Thank you. Let's go Wolverines. Let's go and beat the Outlaws, please. And she says thanks. She's very prim and proper, good manners here on the chat. We appreciate that. 4th and 3 for Rawlins as dropping under center, Karsten Bartlett, the freshman. Bartlett will hand off to Vaughn Grant. He's going to go up the middle, untouched, for a Rawlins touchdown. That'll be an 18-yard run by Vaughn Grant. It's clean. No penalties on the play, and Rawlins on the scoreboard on the 18-yard touchdown run by Vaughn Grant. Nothing fancy there, Baylor.
No, just a dive up the middle, right through the A-gap. Massive hole. It could have driven a truck through it.
Green going to come on for the PAT. There's yellow. Riverton's going to block another PAT attempt. And it looks like that time Daniel Clausen with the block. So the Wolverines special teams have specialized in blocking those kicks. So it's Riverton now 34-6 with 10:31 to play in the ball game. Wolverine football on KTAK. We'll be right back.
And once again, thank you to the indoor track team of Rawlins Outlaws.
Airbags pack a punch. Until age 13, stay buckled up in the back seat. Buckle up, Wyoming. It's the law.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
Welcome back, 34-6. Riverton with the big lead here in the fourth quarter. Rawlins, looks like they may try to onside it as Rawlins kicker trying to place the ball.
Ball fell off the tee, but there's no wind.
And it's going to be a try for a onside kick. Ball going to be recovered by Dane Cox. Ball went about 7 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Riverton on the Rawlins 48. So Gavin Green tried to kick it with his left foot. We just got a fifth inning update in from the World Series, and I don't know.
I know the Yankees have 2 runs. Didn't hear the Dodgers score.
Dodgers may be ahead. Here's Hunter Saltzgaver over the right side. He's going to run for 9 yards on 1st down. He'll be taken down on the play by it's number 18. I don't see that in the book here.
Wolverines very efficient on offense throughout the game here. They have 2 long touchdowns, one of 59 by Hunter Saltzgaver, one of 40 by Clay Sheets. They've only had the ball for like 5 plays in the second half and have 2 touchdowns.
2nd down and a yard as Gantenbein sits under center. 2 receivers left. Here's a pitch left side to Saltzgaver. He's going to gain inside the 40 to about the 38. It's going to be just a bit short, 3rd down. So 3rd and less than a yard for the Wolverines.
Just to finish up that World Series update, Yankees leading the Dodgers 2-1, the top of the 6th.
Okay. World Series underway. They say they'll be the most expensive tickets in history. Here's Gantenbein. He's going to do a little quarterback sneak down to the 35. It'll be a 1st down for the Wolverines. So clock will stop as the sticks move. This is by far the fastest moving game of the night in Class 3A. And so we're probably going to be hard-pressed to call a Riverton Conference championship in this one. We'll see how it goes as we get into the second half between Torrington and Douglas. Right now it's tied 21-21 at Bearcat Stadium in Converse County. Torrington's got to win by 3 to give Riverton a conference championship in that 1-2-3 tiebreaker.
Looks like Riverton might be just taking a timeout.
They'll run the clock down and take the timeout. When we come back, it'll be 1st and 10 for Riverton at the Rawlins 35 from Carbon County. We'll be back on KTAK.
For more than 40 years, Porter's Mountain View Supply has been serving central Wyoming with top brand name spas, stoves, fireplaces, and outdoor grills. With 2 locations in Riverton and Casper Plus financing available for your purchase, Porter's offers expert advice, quality products, and service along with maintenance. Porter's, your local spa, stove, and fireplace provider in Riverton at the corner of Sunset and North Federal.
Hi, this is Tyler Watson, your local State Farm agent. I'm a proud sponsor of Wolverine Athletics and all of our student athletes here in Fremont County. Youth sports are a great way to build future skills that help our kids succeed in life. Teamwork, leadership, time management, and how to perform under pressure can all be learned on the field and in the gym. Good luck to each and every one of the student athletes. Go Big Red!
Tyler Watson State Farm, 618 East Washington Avenue in Riverton. Call 856-4118 or visit insuringriverton.com. Like a good neighbor?
Welcome back. Here's a handoff straight up the middle, as we'll get new Riverton quarterback coming in. Let's see who ran that football. That's going to be number 20 as Riverton, Camden Heil, as Riverton brings in its second teamers on that after that timeout. So the Wolverine quarterback now is Cameron Vincent. And the Wolverines going to give their second teamers a chance here as Riverton in the deep I formation. Vincent under center. Vincent going to pitch the ball left side. It's going to be a nice run and a near first down on the play. That run by Camden Heil. He's going to be wrestled down on about the 27-yard line, where it'll be 3rd and 2 for the Riverton Wolverines. 7:37 to play. Nice job here by Coach Lenhart to get some new players in the game and give them a chance to play some varsity minutes. Here's Vincent under center. He'll take the ball and take it over the 25-yard line down to the 24. Will it be a Riverton first down? So the young Wolverines come in the game, led by their sophomore quarterback, Cameron Vincent. And it'll be a Riverton first down. Clock running. 7 minutes to play. Fast mover here tonight. This game could be over within 2 hours. It'll be a record this season. Vincent going to come out in the shotgun for Riverton. Riverton with 3 receivers in the set. And the snap is going to go way over the head of Vincent. He'll get blocked, but he'll fall right on the football. Big hit on Vincent that time by number 65.
Back to the Outlaw 38-yard line.
That's going to be Austin White of Rawlins, but Vincent fell on the ball, so that's going to be a huge loss of 19 yards on the play. Actually, not 19, 6, 11, 14-yard loss on the bad snap. That snap went high over Vincent's head.
Yeah, about 12 feet in the air.
Caused it to rain out here. I'm not sure who the Riverton center is, but Vincent now going to come under center. 2 receivers right for Riverton, and now a timeout taken by the Wolverines.
Timeout, Riverton.
We'll go with it. It's Wolverines 34, Rawlins 6 from Carbon County.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Welcome back. Second and a long ways for Riverton, about 25 yards. As Cameron Vincent under center, he'll drop the pass. He'll throw it left side. It's going to be complete to Camden Heil. And a nice gain down inside near the 20-yard line for Camden Heil. Actually, that pass is going to be caught by Sotelo Garcia out of the backfield. And Sotelo with the nice gain, 16 yards on the pass play. It'll be third now and about 7 for the Wolverines. So they get a bunch of that back. Sotelo Garcia with his first varsity catch.
Yeah, it was a great job by Sotelo, also hanging on to the ball there at the end. Got smacked right in a snot locker.
5 minutes to play. That one for Bennett. Here's Vincent. He'll roll right. He's going to be chased, and it'll go off Sotelo's hands and out of bounds. That snot locker hit probably led to that ball being incomplete as he took a big hit. And it'll be 4th and 7. And Riverton going to come on. They'll attempt the field goal. This is pure practice right here for the Wolverine varsity, Baylor.
Yeah, you got to be able to make one of these. In a playoff game, games are going to be a lot closer than this, so got to be able to put these through.
37-yard field goal attempt by Hunter Saltzgaver. Blake Gantenbein with the hold. He'll get it down. Kick on the way from Saltzgaver. It looks good. It is good. Great job by the Riverton kicker. It's Riverton 37, Rawlins 6. We'll be back. This is Wolverine football on KTAK.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Rohbacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
B&M
Welcome back to Rawlins High School. 4:44 to play. That 37-yard field goal right down the middle by Hunter Saltzgaver. Would have been good from 45. As now we'll get a new kicker on for Landon Gold. Going to kick the kickoff for Riverton. Viapondo back for the Rawlins Outlaws, and he'll likely get a return. Gold kicks the ball. It'll come down about the 10-yard line. Viapondo with the football. He's carrying it like a loaf of bread. He'll break through the middle, and he's going to get tackled, but a nice return by Viapondo. Manny Viapondo on that return.
That's exactly why those touchbacks are such a good weapon.
Like to run it, carrying the ball like a loaf of bread. He would have smashed that loaf of bread. He did put the ball under his arm and gained out to the Rawlins 47. Riverton leading it 38-6. Is it 38?
37.
Whoops.
Do have a scoring update. Douglas takes the lead there in the third quarter. They're up 28-21 over Torrington.
Yeah, the Douglas has taken a third quarter lead at Bearcat Stadium over Torrington by a touchdown, 28-21.
No, I just said that.
I was telling Court McGuffey that. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
37-6 as we kept it here. 4:34 to play. I believe Riverton take a timeout.
I believe Rawlins took a timeout.
All right, so Rawlins time. We'll go ahead and get another break in here. Riverton leading it here, 37-6.
Prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
Men have a way of doing things.
A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany.
Pass going to be incomplete and a flag thrown on the play as Rawlins dialed up the bomb. That was pass intended downfield for Damian Viapondo, and pass delivered by Karsten Bartlett. There was hands all over the receiver, and it's going to go as a pass interference call on Riverton. 4:27 to play in this one. Riverton with the 37-6 to lead in this game. So Riverton needs Torrington to get things going in Douglas. Handoff left side to Vaughn Green. A big run down to the 32-yard line. Tackle by Riverton's Garcia on that play. Also Camden Heil with the hit. Second and three for Rawlins. 4:06 to play. Wolverine second teamers getting some valuable varsity experience here in the regular season finale. Viapondo in motion. Handoff outside. Torstenbow, he's got a big opening. He's over the 20. Now inside near the 10-yard line where he'll get wrestled down by a host of Wolverines. And Torstenbow has ran that play 5 or 6 times tonight. And another big gain. It'll be 1st and 10 for Rawlins on the Riverton 12-yard line. Kelsey Wood riding in. We love you, Big Red. And there's no doubt town of Riverton can be very proud of its football team. Looking for win number 7 on the season. Here's a handoff to Green. He's going to go inside. He'll get inside the 5 before the younger Wolverines wrestle down the senior. Cameron Vincent in on that tackle. Also for Riverton, it's going to be Paul York on the inside of the Wolverine defense with the tackle. Also the center for Riverton now, Patrick Thayer, in on that tackle. 2nd and 3 for Rawlins. Hoping to punch it in here is Vaughn Green. He's getting up around 100 yards rushing for Rawlins. Green going to get the handoff. He'll be wrestled down. Nice tackle on that play by Patrick Thayer. And that'll be right at the 1st down marker as the side judge stops the clock and says 1st down. So 1st and goal for Rawlins. 2:26 to play. Clock running. 1st and goal. We'll see if the young Wolverines can hold the Outlaws out of the end zone.
Expect 4 plays probably up the middle with Vaughn Green, probably.
Under center, the Rawlins quarterback. Handoff left side. And into the end zone, untouched with Torstenbow. He'll score from 3 yards out. And Rawlins cuts into that lead. Torstenbow, a 3-yard run. With 2 minutes to play, exactly 2 minutes on the clock. And it's 37-12. And on to kick, Gavin Green for the PAT. Kick is on the way. It's up. It's good. 37-13, Riverton. Game's in the bag, but some players getting some valuable varsity time for Riverton. We'll take a break. We'll be back on 93.9 KTAK, the home of the Wolverines.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
Welcome back to Carbon County and Rawlins High School. Cody Bears, Baylor Bears here on the final 2 minutes of the regular season. Riverton will move on. They'll host a playoff game next week. We're still not sure if they'll be the number 1 or the number 2 seed, as Rawlins will kick the ball off. And it'll be Hunter Saltzgaver receiving and immediately falling to the ground. Or it'll be 1st and 10 for Riverton on their own 17-yard line. Inside 2 minutes to play, 1:58 officially. And Riverton with the 24-point lead in Rawlins.
I think Rawlins has 2 timeouts, but you'd think that they wouldn't call them here. Just need a first down if you're Riverton to run this clock out.
Cameron Vincent back on the field as the Riverton quarterback. Garcia, the fullback. Handoff straight up the middle to Camden Heil. And he'll be tackled by a host of Rawlins Outlaws. Up over the 20. 2nd and 5 for Riverton. Rawlins allowing the clock to run, so in all likelihood this game will be over on this possession. Vincent will stand and work the clock. Looking for the back judge to raise his arm with 5 seconds to go in the play clock. He'll hand off back left side. And a gain of about 3 yards on the play. That's Camden Heil. It'll be 3rd and 1 for Riverton. 1 minute to play from Rawlins.
3rd down and 1 for the Wolverines.
Wolverines going to finish their regular season at 7-2. Riverton would lose to Cody and Douglas in the regular season. Click It or Ticket postgame show coming up as Camden Heil going to rush for about 4 yards and a Wolverine first down.
That will result in a first down.
Nice blocking up bunt by this young Riverton squad.
You'd think victory formation is on tap for the Wolverines now.
Final 35 seconds to play. Yeah, nobody back even though they're in the victory formation. Vincent going to drop to a knee. And a Wolverine lineman got knocked on his keister as Carlisle Minor. And the final score in this one, as the clock melts away, the final 10 seconds of the regular season, Riverton 37, Rawlins 13. We'll be back with the Click It or Ticket postgame show. Congratulations and go Big Red.
Fair. Wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft, or showed livestock, thanks for all your efforts. Stay tuned for a bigger and better Fremont County Fair next year.
Good news, DUI crashes and deaths are falling in Fremont County.
We're doing better, but even one death on our roads from impaired driving, we take personally.
We started the Fremont County DUI Task Force 2 years ago because we're losing too many friends, family members, and community members to impaired driving.
So we've joined forces to work together to find and stop impaired drivers in Fremont County, wherever they are.
And we're making an impact, but we need your help.
If your summer activities involve alcohol, plan ahead and make good choices.
Drink responsibly, designate a sober driver, or call Safe Ride.
And don't let your friends drive impaired either, even if you have to take their keys and find them a safe ride home.
Let's all look out for each other and keep everybody safe. Remember,
don't risk it. Drive sober.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Visit Lander Gamble.
Welcome back to the Click It or Ticket post-game show. Cody Bears, Baylor Bears, and it's gotten a little chilly outside. Good temperature hovering down around freezing, but Riverton kept it hot all night. Final score, Wolverines 37, Rawlins 13, thanks for putting that up, Baylor, but a good win by the Wolverines tonight. Right now, scoring update in, it's still 28-21 in the fourth quarter. Torrington trailing the Douglas Bearcats. And if that score stands up, Wolverines will finish as the second seed in the East. And they would host the Powell Panthers now as Powell, that score goes final against Evanston. Number 5, Powell 14. Evanston 6. That would be a rematch from week 1, actually week 0, as Riverton took a 7-0 win from Powell in Park County. And you were there, Baylor. I missed that game, but let's look at some final scores in Class 3A.
Yeah, Cody beat Jackson 41-14. Star Valley beats Green River 61-7. Douglas up on Torrington in the fourth quarter, like you said, 28-21. Powell beats Evanston 14-6, and Lander currently beating Buffalo in the fourth quarter 35-28.
Just got a scoring update in from Lander with 1 minute left to play. It's tied. Lander 35, Buffalo 35. That game could go to overtime. So just got that one in. So that's an interesting. The winner of that game moves on. They'll play at Star Valley in the first round of the Class 3A playoffs next Friday. So those are your scores as Riverton breaks up, and hopefully we'll get Coach Mark Lenhart, and we'll talk about the regular season and moving into the postseason. I've got the mic down here, but big win by the Wolverines as we get some more chat coming in. As Barb Chadwick writes in, congratulations to Big Red. Also, MJ Hauk, I love you, Riverton Wolverines, and thanks for the win for us. And hopefully we are 3A conference champions. Please thank you, Riverton Wolverines. So good to hear from fans on the broadcast tonight. This is a Click It or Ticket post-game show. Riverton wins at 37-13. We'll come back with final stats and a interview from Riverton coach Mark Lenhart coming up here on the postgame. This is Wolverine football on 93.9 KTAK.
They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Clogged drains? Top Priority Drain Cleaning's got you. Fair prices, top service, and a lowest price guarantee. Show any past price, and they'll beat it by 5%. Call Top Priority now at 307-709-CLOG. They would like to wish all the Fremont County teams good luck this year.
Welcome back to Click It or Ticket postgame show. Riverton wins it 37-13. A business trip to Carbon County as Coach Mark Lenhart joins us here on the postgame. And, Coach, it was just that. You guys came in. You took care of business from the opening kickoff.
Yeah, no, I think we did some good things. But I think you got to give the Rawlins kids credit. I mean, this wasn't the same team you saw on tape against Lander last week. They played really hard, and this is more like what we saw them do against Douglas. You know, they were physical, and 45's a load. He's tough to bring down, and that style of offense is just – it's just difficult to go against. And, you know, they give them credit on that first drive. We bent, but we didn't break, and then we were able to get the ball back, and then we got a guy wide open and we just missed, you know, and that just happens sometimes. But for the most part, I thought our guys ended up responding, and after those first couple drives, I thought we settled in and played pretty well. A great job, you know, when we have the ball, we're up 14-0, and we have the ball with, maybe 35, 36 seconds, and we end up scoring. Like, I think that was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back. But great throw by Blake and great catch by Clay. I teasing Blake at halftime. I'm like, the wide open guys we're missing, and then you're sticking some seeds in there tight on some of those benders and stuff that we ran, and you know, he threw a couple good balls. But you know, the cool part about this team is cool tonight to see Clay kind of go off and have a good night, right? And he's kind of been silent the last few weeks.
Yeah.
And Jackson Larson had kind of had a better game, and not that he played bad, it's just the opportunities came Jackson's way more the last few weeks, and tonight they came Clay's way. And so proud of our guys, and we did some good things. And you know, now that was a tough game. You know, when you got it, like I told you guys, everyone around town saying you should win, and they're scoreboard watching, and you know, these are kids, and you do your best to try and get them to stay, you know, grounded and keep trying to get better. But it was great in the fourth quarter. We were able to pretty much play our JV almost the entire fourth quarter, except for a couple special teams plays. So they've worked hard and given us a great look all year, and I was glad that we were able to finally get a chance to get them in the game a little bit.
Nice to see two of the better running backs in the East go up against each other. Hunter broke off that long touchdown run to possibly take the lead in East 3A, but then Grant just keeps barreling at you, and he ends up with nearly 100 yards tonight too. So.
Yeah, no, he's a tough kid, big kid, man. I'm glad he's a senior and moving on. So, but yeah, no, those guys played hard, and they got some good-looking kids, man. Coach Hastings, I know he's got a good group of kids coming up, a freshman group that went undefeated, and they were smoking everybody in junior high last year. So it's going to be these guys are going to be a tough out here very soon. Kind
of odd coming to Rawlins tonight. It was clear sky, no wind.
You know, everyone says how bad it is with the weather, and I've never had a bad night weather-wise here every time I've come here. So maybe it's me.
We've been hearing blizzards, Coach. We've been hearing blizzards.
Yeah, I know. So, no, it's good, and now we start that next season,
yep.
right? And we start getting ready, and we got out of that game healthy, and we've remained relatively healthy all season. And so, you know, now it's a 1-week season, and we'll get back to work on Monday. And I guess if Torrington doesn't win by 3 or more, then we'll get ready to play Powell, it looks like.
Yeah, Powell beat Evanston 14-6 tonight.
Yeah, and if it does, then we'll get ready to play Evanston. But either way, we're going to be playing a good team, and teams that we were in tight ball games with, we know it's going to be a tough battle the whole way around, no matter who we play from here on out.
And in the postseason, when you get a chance to host a home playoff game, you really need the town, every fan in Riverton to show up.
Yeah, I don't want to call out the town, but last year I am. Like, we host our first playoff game in a while, and it was cold and no one showed up. And obviously that's not why we lost the game, but these kids have put their heart and soul into it, and the community needs to show up and be loud and get after it. And I don't care if it's 30 degrees. Don't stay at home and watch it. Get out there and support us and be loud and help us on to victory next week, hopefully.
All right, Coach Mark Lenhart, thanks for joining us. Hey, great season, Coach. Congratulations.
Yeah, and I don't think it can be understated. You know, it's first best regular season since 2014. You know, I know not many people have talked about that, but 7-2 regular season. These guys deserve a ton of credit, and we got a lot of young dudes playing, so hopefully we can only get better.
All right, congratulations, Coach. Hey,
thanks, buddy.
Hey, we'll get together with you early in the week, start talking playoffs.
You bet, guys. You bet.
All right, Mark Lenhart joined us here on the post game, and Baylor, you know, I think you got a second-year coach here in Riverton who's extremely proud of the season that his Wolverines have had.
Certainly. I mean, there's to go from, I believe, a couple years ago they were 0-8 regular season record, and we were kind of like Rawlins here playing our last game with no meaning to it. In 2 years, you're not only vying for your second straight conference title, but considered one of the top schools in 3A football. It's a big turnaround, and for the Riverton program, which has struggled, it shows the younger generation that you can win as a Riverton Wolverine, and it just makes that program even stronger for Riverton. So, and like you said, there's so many young players playing. We had the JV guys out here, and sure, Rawlins ran the ball on them, but they played hard and they played tough, and that only shows how bright the future is for this program, and really we're only reaching the floor of what we're capable of.
Yeah, beautiful night in Rawlins, believe it or not, and the Wolverines with the 37-13 win over Rawlins. Lander and Buffalo were tied at 35, moving down toward possible overtime. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll go over final stats. We've got our player of the game and our good sport of the game coming up. This is Wolverine football on KTAK.
Breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry, and this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
Stay at the newly renovated Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, proud sponsor of all sports teams, home and away. Experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience with Hampton's top-notch amenities, including a free hot breakfast, complimentary dinner and drinks Monday through Thursday evenings, a sweet shop for snacks and essentials, a pet-friendly environment and an indoor hot tub pool, and a fitness center to keep up with your workout routine. We've got everything you need for an exceptional stay. Reserve your stay now on our website, Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, where comfort meets convenience.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Your tax pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection.
Hey guys, this is Nick Haskell, and here at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, we have the best brands. With our size, we are able to shop for you. We're able to choose the top products from the best companies. We carry Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Ashley, Sealy, Serta, and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for all of your home furnishing needs. Come in today to one of our locations in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and a better service.
Hi.
Welcome back, Rawlins High School. This is the postgame show brought to you by Click It or Ticket. We'll go over a few final stats as Tyree Harris-Aragon is joining us up here. He is our Papa Murphy's player of the game. We'll talk about the season and moving ahead to the playoffs with the senior. But here's Baylor with some final stats.
Looking at Rawlins first, they finished the night 266 total yards, 29 yards through the air, 237 on the ground. They run 49 times in this one compared to 7 passes. Let's see, individually, Braden Torstenbow, he has 20 carries for 115 yards for Rawlins. He does have a touchdown. And then Vaughn Grant, the big back, 26 carries for 116 yards, and he also had a touchdown. That was really it for the offense for Rawlins. As a team, they finished 6 of 12 on third down conversions, 1 of 3 on fourth down conversions tonight. For Riverton, they finished the night exactly 300 total yards, 116 through the air, and 184 on the ground. Let's see, Blake Gattenbein was 6 of 10 through the air for 100 yards exactly. He did have a touchdown. And let's see, receiving-wise, Clay Sheets, 2 catches for 57 yards and a touchdown. Sotelo Garcia had 1 catch of 16 yards. Jackson Larson, 1 catch of 7 yards. Hunter Raymond, 1 catch of 2 yards. And Hunter Saltzgaver, 2 catches for 34 yards. On the ground for the Wolverines, 26 runs for 184 yards as a team. That's a 7.1 yard average. And they scored 4 times on the ground. Clay Sheets had 1 run of 40 yards for a touchdown. Cam Vincent, 2 runs for negative 10 yards because he had that long fumble loss on the bad snap. No problem there. Blake Gattenbein, 6 carries for 28 yards and a touchdown. That's 4.7 yard average. Hunter Saltzgaver, 9 carries for 95 yards, a 10.6 yard average. He had 2 touchdowns of his own. Camden Heil came in there in the fourth quarter, 6 carries for 25 yards. That's a 4.2 yard average for him. And Peyton Larson had 1 carry for 6 yards.
All right, we're going to go right here, standing outside the booth, a beast tonight. Our favorite word, Tyree, is slobber knocker. And, man, you and Von Grant matched up against each other tonight. It was mono upon mono, big guy, and there were some collisions out there.
Yeah, there was. I ended up
Pull that right up.
Yeah, there were some collisions out there. I ended up breaking my helmet. One of the clips came
No kidding.
off, yeah. I got it fixed, but it completely broke into 3 different pieces.
Some big hits then out there tonight.
Yeah, there were some pretty big ones. The head kind of hurts a little bit, but take the night off and get some sleep. I think I'll be good tomorrow.
Those hits made it worth it in a 7-2 season, huh?
Yes, sir, it does.
How's that feel?
Thank you.
It feels really good. I haven't had this much fun during football since my freshman year. Or no, it was my 8th grade year when I played in Utah.
Okay, all right. Well, we're glad you're a part of this team. Tell us about the Wolverines and the mindset of this group throughout the season.
I think at first we started off, we all didn't really think that we had it in us. At first I didn't really think I had it either. But as the season rolls on, I feel like we all got a lot more confident in our teammates. And we came out ready to play. Like, I play for you, you play for me. It was the expectation tonight. And that we'll come out and we have to play all 4 quarters. We can't come out flat like we have in the first pre-games that we did play. We came out and we had to play the whole game, the first half, the second half. It's play after play.
Well, you guys now are heading into the playoffs. You'll get a home playoff game next week. Probably, it looks like right now, against Powell, a team that you beat 7-0 to open the season. That was a tough game up in Powell.
Yes, that was a tough game. That was a close game. I had some doubt going into the game. I was scared at first, but after we started playing, after the ball was kicked, I felt confident in my team and that we would play the whole game. And we ended up coming out on top. That was nice. That was a nice feeling since 3-year losing streaks to them for a while. So.
All right, well, whoever you play next week, it's the playoffs and another new season because now you got to win every week to extend your season.
Yes, we do. We have to come out and play all 48 minutes of this game.
Did you feel like, I thought last week your team came close to playing an entire football game from beginning to end with the same level of intensity. It's feeling like you guys are doing that more and more.
Yeah, the team energy is a lot better going into the game. It's like I said, it's a expectation now that we have to play for each other. Like, I play for you, you play for me thing. It's not just I can't be out there all alone. Like, I'm a good defense player, but I can't do it alone. My D-line is there all the time. I have to stand by my offensive line too.
Well, we're really proud of you guys, and it's fun to be part of Wolverine football and to follow you guys around and play. And I just wanted to conclude here. I saw some really nice photographs on Facebook of you and your family, and you were even holding hands with someone in some pictures.
Oh, which ones? The senior pics?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my girlfriend, Erica Smith. She's one hell of a girl. I tell you what, she is there to support me whenever she can. And right now I think she's at home watching. So
all right,
I'm
well,
glad that she's there.
Tyree, congratulations. Great senior season. And with all those tackles tonight, you probably cemented your spot as an all-state football player. But I know you guys have other goals you want to accomplish.
I hope I did, but that's not the gist of the season. We have to go in for another 3 weeks if we want to keep a good season.
All right, Tyree, congratulations.
Thank you.
Work on that helmet and take care of your head, all right?
Yeah, thank you.
All right, that's Tyree Harris-Aragon, our Papa Murphy's player of the game tonight, joining us here in the season finale. Now he's got to rush down and get on the bus, get some lunch and or some dinner, and get ready to play in the playoffs next week. So congratulations to Tyree Harris-Aragon, our player of the game. And let's take a quick break. We'll come back with our Gatorade Sport of the Game. This is Wolverine football on KTAK.
Energy Cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Embrace comfort throughout the seasons with Northern Arapaho Propane and Solid Waste. Proudly rooted in the local community, supporting Fremont County year-round. Your preferred supplier serving enrolled and non-enrolled members. For more information, call 307-463-4185.
Welcome back. That was, there is a little bit of unknown still out there, and that kind of had the feeling of the unknown as we brought back the interesting music. Final score tonight, Riverton wins it 37-12 over the, 37-6, right?
13. 37-13.
You turned the score off. 37-13 is the final here at Rawlins High School, and Riverton with the big win on the road, and they finished the regular season 7-2. We've got our Gatorade Good Sport of the Game, and here's Baylor Bears.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to give it to the Riverton backups who came in there at late in the third quarter, and then in the fourth quarter kind of held the fort down to give the starters some rest. It goes without saying how tough of a job it is as a backup in high school football, because typically you are taking the biggest beating on the team because you're not only playing as a scout team, but you're also running with the team. You're doing all this stuff. So, and then to sit over there on the sideline and really not get much recognition until you're a starter. So props to them for sticking with it the whole season and just being a team player for the whole year for the Riverton Wolverines.
My good sports of the game tonight go to the Arnold family, because I'd been calling Caden Ethan all year. Don't know why, but I did. And he had another big game tonight, the senior Caden Arnold. So, that's going to do it for us from Rawlins. It was a quick-moving game. Right now it looks like Riverton, if the scores hold up with Douglas leading Torrington 28-21 in the fourth, it's going to be a Douglas East 3A championship, but Riverton will finish as the number 2 seed and will host Powell next Friday in Riverton. And Riverton fans need a big turnout. As the score does go final. Douglas beats Torrington 28-21. And Douglas will be the number 1 seed out of the East. Riverton the number 2 seed. Powell will come in. The number 3 seed will be Torrington. They'll have to make the long trek clear to Cody. And then Lander tonight wins in overtime. Final score, Lander 42, Buffalo 35. So Lander will go to Star Valley. We'll have that game. We'll have the game at Wolverine Field as Riverton hosts Powell next week. And I know I was in Powell yesterday doing a radio show at KPOW, and Scott Mangold, the Hall of Famer, says, the only thing I can root for, Cody, is that Powell beats Evanston and we can go to Cody for the first round of the playoffs, because he did not want to travel to Star Valley for an opening playoff game. Nobody wants to do that, but hey, it's been a wonderful regular season. We appreciate all the sponsors who help bring Wolverine football and Fremont County football your way. And it's been a blast, and it's been fun to watch the ascension of the Wolverines back to one of the elite teams in high school football in Wyoming.
Yeah, it certainly has been. It's been a pleasure and an honor to be able to call this Riverton Wolverines team. We said it last year. It started slow kind of and not on the good side of things, but we said you got to stick with this team. It's going to take a bit to build up to where this team is going to go, and they still aren't done building up to the team which Coach Linhart wants them to get to. So, we're excited for what could be here in this playoff season. The Riverton Wolverines, a great football team, great season, finishing 7-2. Riverton should be proud of their football team.
Tyree Harris said it best in the postgame when he said, we've still got 3 games to play, and we'll be back as the third season gets underway next Friday night from Wolverine Field in Riverton. Hey, folks, bring the blankets, come out early, save your seats, and get ready for some Wolverine playoff football on KTAK. We'll have it. We'll see you next week for more Wolverine football on 93.9. Go Big Red. They're in the playoffs, the number 2 seed out of the East. Bring on the Powell Panthers next Friday night from Riverton. I'm Cody Beers for Baylor Beers. Have a wonderful Wyoming weekend, and go Pokes.
Leave your future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of our local Fremont County student athletes.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good